y'all this real quick, y'all. Go, hey, gang, come on, man. Just in order to go with Big Cartel, y'all. Go to the website, gang. I got everything in every color, gang. We got everything in every single color, gang. Go show me some love, goddamn you did. Trade breaking your gas down, man, on a go gang trade. You might not be gang, yeah, y'all niggas talking about y'all big smoke in the chat, y'all big blow and shit. But why ain't you ain't got your trade yet, nigga? Why ain't you niggas ain't got your trade yet?
Go to the website and shop with your boy. Just say no to scope.
Look at the whole gang, man. Look at the whole gang. I see y'all this, man.
Y'all, it's your boy Just Say No to Scope. We don't break the news. We just break the news down.
It's most definitely Scope gang or no gang or don't bang. Hey, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Scope gang. Salute to everybody watching this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time.
It's Scope gang or no gang or don't bang. Salute to everybody. Good. Hold on.
Man, salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, man. Salute to everybody rocking with me, gang. Where I'm at? Hold on. Where am I at? There we go. Yeah. There we go. Oh, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Can y'all hear me, gang? Let me know if y'all can hear me, gang. Salute to everybody rocking with me, gang. Man. We back. Took a break last night. We back. But I was blowing that good gas last night. I do got some good gas rolled up. You did? It is going to be Nolan Wells' birthday. We got about like 2.5 hours. It will be Nolan Wells' 19th birthday. And I want to just jump the show out by saying, man, you know what I mean? Happy birthday to the young G, man. You feel me? Happy birthday to you, young man. I hate we got to be breaking this down. You know what I mean? On your birthday, man. Sad situation, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man. We in here rocking out, gang. You light some gas up, man. Light some gas up, man. Let me see what's going on my Instagram real quick, gang. Light some gas up. Salute to everybody. I see y'all be sending me crazy. Shout out to everybody's been sending me them crazy videos on goddamn me on Instagram too, man. Salute to everybody, man. Let me see. Hold on. What is this real quick? What is this? Okay. Oh, yeah. I've been watching the Tupac trial too, man. I've been watching the Tupac trial too, gang. Who been watching the Tupac trial? Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody building, gang. Who been watching the Tupac trial? I've been watching the Tupac trial. Tomorrow, Carmelo Anthony has a big day, man. I don't know, Ben Crump might be out there. I seen Ben Crump post something about Carmelo Anthony right here in Dallas, Texas, in Collin County tomorrow, man. Goddamn me, Carmelo Anthony. They going to court. They're trying to see if the judge will be recused. They're trying to kick the judge off the goddamn trial. The next day, they going for the appeal. They're going to see if they can get an appeal. So tomorrow is a big day for Carmelo Anthony, and we for sure got to pop out. I got to pop out for a while. Check on Carmelo Anthony both days in a row. I got to pop out. After that, next week, the Mo 3 trial starts, man. The trial of Keywan White start. If y'all didn't see my video, I just premiered breaking down some of the latest things going on. You know, some of the latest things being said about the Mo 3 trial. Go watch my last video, gang. Yeah, I just put some Mo 3 content up. Y'all go check out the Mo 3 content. Don't nobody break it down and keep it real like I do, gang. Nobody breaks it down like Sco. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Somebody said Tupac is crooked. Shout out to old Greedies, man. Old Greedies just an old mean motherfucker in my chat. Just a grumpy ass nigga. Fam. Every time I see this nigga in the chat, it's just a grumpy ass comment, man. Shout out to my dog, old Greedies, man. Yeah, salute, fam. Yeah. Salute to the whole chat, man. Nikki 901, I see you. Shout out to my guy V804, man. Little mama, what's good? True Virgo. Salute to everybody. HNK, I see you, fam. Shout out to Zariah. Shout out to everybody, gang. Yeah. Salute to everybody, man. It is, yeah. Marquise, shout out to Marquise in the building, gang. Salute, man. Big 87 grip. Salute, fam. Shout out to Cali Blue, man. 901 Tony B, Matt Carter. Salute to the whole gang. Lou Vega, I see you, fam. Shout out to Corey Twos. Salute to everybody. Sunny Days, I see you, gang. Salute to the whole chat. Tito. Shout out to Tito in the building, man. Positive vibes. I see you, gang. Texas talk, man. Salute to the gang, man. HD the boss. Salute, fam. Jakari, what's good, man? Shout out to everybody rock with me, gang. Put some color in my chat, y'all. Donate to the platform. Decorate this chat, man. It is. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to CMR TV. Shout out to CMR TV. Salute, gang. Shout out to everybody rocking with me, gang. Let me see who else is this, man. Shout out to Cedric Dixon, man. Shout out to my guy Cedric Dixon. Y'all put some color in the chat, gang. Donate to the platform. Salute to everybody. Cream in the mix. What's good, gang? Shout out to King Darius in the building, man. Nikki 901, what's good? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. First Lady Mimi, I see you, gang. Let me see. Big Damu, what's good, my guy? Shout out to Big Damu, man. Shout out to Big Damu, man. Let me see. And I see everybody here. I see y'all in here, man. Minx the Cutie. Shout out to Minx the Cutie in the building, gang. Salute to Minx the Cutie. Boo Johnson 901. Mississippi Swine. Shout out to my guy Mississippi Swine, man. My nigga been having a hard time in Mississippi, man. Now he just got married. As I said that a couple weeks ago, he just got married. So shout out to my guy Mississippi Swine, man. But he be going through it out there in Mississippi, man. Shout out to Coolish. Shout out to Skodria. Shout out to Von Sheila. Salute to everybody in my chat. Kiwi, I see you. I want to go here real quick. The real Stephanie G. Shout out to Fresh Decks. Exclusive everything. Salute. Let me see. Did I say the real Stephanie G? Let me see. Red. Shout out to Redbone, man. Shout out to Redbone. Salute to everybody. I see y'all, Miss Cat Dog. I see y'all, man. Codeine something, man. Voice box of the block. Salute to everybody, gang. Mr. Get Yourself, I see you. But I have been watching it too. Before we get around to the Nolan Wells situation, gang, before we start to break down what's going on with Nolan Wells, man, his birthday is in a couple hours, man. The case is all over the place, gang. We're finding out new things too in the Nolan Wells case. Today, some very interesting news came out, man, especially about the DA. Oh, yeah, I don't know if y'all seen that or not, man, especially about the DA. Oh, man, yes, it is breaking news in the Nolan Wells case, in case y'all wondering. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells. Before I go there, I was asking y'all about the Tupac trial, man. The best rapper to ever do this, man. The Tupac trial is, the Tupac trial has been going down, man. Of course, they had Mob James on the stand today. Y'all know Mob James, man. Former death row guy. One of Suge Knight's guys out there, man. My Pyru guy, he took the stand today, man. It's crazy because the Tupac trial is so old that these niggas are old as hell, man. Everybody involved, even remember the girls they said who seen Tupac. I mean, all these women are like 60 years old now. Everybody is pushing 60 and 70 years old in this trial, man. This shit happened 30 years ago. Rest in peace to the greatest rapper to ever live, Tupac Shakur, man. Rest in peace to Tupac. Don't ever get it fucked up. Tupac is the coldest rapper ever. And when you niggas took Pac, y'all most definitely fucked the whole rap game up, man. The game ain't been the same, man. But one of Suge partners took the stand, and things got a little out of hand on the stand today, man. Mob James, he do a lot of Vlad TV interviews, a lot of interviews online. I think he had a podcast of his own. We seen this nigga finna whoop Charleston White that time. Who remember this nigga was finna beat up Charleston White? Who remember that time when Charleston White jumped up and wanted to fight Mob James? When Mob James jumped up, Charleston White wasn't talking about shit, fam, at all, man. Salute to the West Coast, man. Salute to the West Coast. Let's check in real quick with the Tupac trial. Let's see what happened when they put none other than Mob James on the stand.
Do I answer this?
That's a straightforward question. It's a yes or no answer.
He was tripping.
Okay.
Did you see that?
When I was a part of that, like I was a part of that, and I was because you asking something that's gonna hurt this dude. And okay, let me stop.
Look, I be confused, man. Everybody involved in the Tupac trial, I be confused. The Lady B, shut the Lady Beast in the building, man. I be confused about the Tupac trial. Texas 713 salute, my boy. You sent me this. I be confused about the Tupac trial, bro. Are these niggas trying to help Keefy D or hurt Keefy D? I can't tell. Even Suge Knight won't admit that he knows shit about nothing. Is these niggas trying to hurt Keefy D or help Keefy D? I be confused when these old niggas take the stand, when these niggas put out statements, even Suge Knight whole shit. I'm just confused about what these niggas want.
And once again,
I'm totally confused.
When we got back to Compton,
okay,
it was a gang war. People were getting hurt.
okay.
People was being sought. People were looking for certain individuals from his neighborhood,
Okay.
as well they did mine.
Okay.
But
Hey, watch when they show Keefy D.
Orlando, him, and certain other people were being sought because people wanted to kill them.
Sure. Were they the only ones that they wanted to kill?
And I don't even
God damn.
in here. Yeah, no, they went.
Keefy D don't give a damn. He just won't out, my nigga. Keefy don't give a fuck what nobody say on the stand, man. Keefy D don't care about nothing. Keefy D just won't out, fam. He don't care what no nigga testify to. Keefy D just won't out, man.
The only one is his neighborhood in particular, but they were the main subjects of a gang war. They was in the middle, such as me.
So you're telling us that people back home somehow had some type of information that said that guy, as a bunch of other people, were involved in what?
In the murder of Tupac.
Okay. But my
Rest
question
in peace, Pac.
My question
I
to
want
you,
to tell it, don't stop.
can you focus on me for a second, sir?
Yeah, I will.
And I apologize. I just want to make sure that we're
Keefy D's like, man, get this dope fiend ass nigga off the stand, fam. I don't know if this nigga hurting me or helping me right now, fam. Get this dope fiend ass nigga off the stand right now. I don't know if he's hurting or helping me. He looking at his lawyer. The fuck is going on? This is a spectacle. What is he doing? What is going on, gang? What is the Mob James put on a goddamn performance today on the stand, man? And Keith E didn't crack a smile. Nothing about none of this shit. You can't. Keith E just won't out of jail, man.
Okay, for these people. In terms of that information, none of those people were there, right?
What people you be speaking on? The people that was already in the neighborhood, or the people that left Las Vegas that same night Tupac was shot to go home,
Okay.
bear their arms,
Okay,
and go
listen to
to
this.
somebody else's
Listen to this.
neighborhood
Right.
to look for somebody.
Okay.
They had to pay it back.
No, he cooking.
So when,
Do I answer this?
that's a straightforward question. It's a yes or no answer.
When
What Mob James is basically saying is they giving them evidence and proof that, hey, even niggas in the streets, felt like, they had something to do with that. Niggas in Compton, niggas, you know what I mean? All everybody, just the niggas in the gang world, niggas out there gang banging in the streets of Compton, the streets of LA, they already knew what was going on. And that's how it was in the Tupac case, for real. People on the West Coast, niggas in California, niggas in Compton, and they knew what was going on. They already knew about, the South Side Crips. They knew about Keefe D. They knew about Orlando Anderson. So I think a long time people outside the West Coast might not knew what was really going on, hearing this and that from the news and the media. But I think the West Coast always knew what was really going on. And that's kind of what Mob James is saying, is that it was a gang war, after Tupac got killed. When niggas got back home, he claimed that niggas was looking for Orlando. Niggas was looking for Keefe. Niggas was looking for them South Side Crip niggas. But nobody ever got up with him, it seemed like. I mean, Keefe D's still alive right now. Orlando Anderson died in a totally different situation. You feel me? I think he died like the following year in 1997 and 98. But yeah, man. But either way, rest in peace to Pac, man. The trial is crazy. At times it get kind of boring, when they put them dudes on the Zoom cams, the old white men be talking and shit, the old investigators, they 70 years old now and shit. It's just a lot of old motherfuckers in this case. That's the only thing about it, gang. You nod off every now and then watching this shit. Don't watch this shit with a glass of warm milk, nigga. You out of there. Yeah. Don't lay down and watch this shit. Your ass gonna doze off. It's a bunch of old niggas on the stand, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. You said Orlando died in 2000. Okay, my bad. If he died in 2000, my bad. I thought he died like in 98, 99. I thought Orlando died in the 90s. He died in 2000? Okay. Salute. Smash the like button, gang. Salute to everybody rocking with me, man. But even though it's slow and boring sometimes, I still watch the Tupac trial. I'm still tuned in, so I'll still do little updates and breakdowns about it. Salute to everybody, man. But like I said, rest in peace to the greatest rapper of all time, Tupac Shakur. 30 years later, I don't even think we really give a fuck if anybody be locked up for this at this point. It's like Orlando is dead. The nigga they claimed was the shooter. Of course, Keefe D is claiming nothing he ever said was real. Everything was fake. He did it for the money. Nigga, yeah, right, man. You told on yourself, fam. Do that time, man. Yeah, Keefe D, all you gotta do is give Keefe D 10 years, he's gonna die in prison. So, yeah, if he get hit with 10 years, he fucked. Yeah, Keefe D about 65 years old. If you hit Keefe D with a 10-piece, he's done. So, yeah, man, I think, yeah, man, rest in peace to Pac, man. Yeah, y'all been fucked the rap game up. So, it's like, do we really care now? Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Did you see, you see Gene Deal? Did Gene Deal take the stand? I know Gene Deal said he died in 98, so I was right. I was right about that. Okay, I was right. Hold on, let me see something real quick, gang. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Let me see. Yeah, you niggas, nigga died in 98, like I thought, right? I'm a hip-hop historian, man. Yeah, I am. Whoever told me 2000, I was like, what? I thought you died in the 90s. Yeah, I'm a hip-hop historian, gang. He died in 98, like I said. Salute to everybody in the chat, gang. Salute, gang. But rest in peace to Pac, man. Rest in peace to Tupac. And I'm gonna keep watching the trial. I doze off every now and then. I wake back up, doze off, hit that gas, wake back up. But rest in peace to Tupac, gang. I want to go here, gang. I want to go here, man, because this is the story right here that really blew my fucking mind. Yeah, I know y'all seen this online. This story right here blew my mind, gang. Did y'all hear about what's going on at Penn State University, gang? 14 people have been charged with a major drug trafficking ring. Now, remember the show Power? Remember Power, how the son was selling dope at college and shit like that? I hated Power. I was like, man, ain't nobody at college selling all that dope. Got a whole crew of people in the college. They packaging shit up, getting it. I said, that ain't going on no damn college, man. Hell no. Nah. Turns out it is, man. 14 white boys have been indicted on a big drug ring at Penn State, and it was a part of a fraternity. Like, if you wanted to be down with this certain fraternity, you had to get out there and move some cocaine. You get to sell some packs, some pills, some drink. Like, they had boys that if you want to join a certain fraternity at Penn State, you had to get out there and really sell some dope. I mean, bag up the dope, hit the block with the dope, trap the dope, go re-up on the dope. I couldn't believe this shit, fam. And wait till y'all see what the ringleader is. Smash that like button. Salute everybody been a game. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells. His birthday's in like 2 hours and some change. We finna get some Nolan Wells news in just a minute, game. Let's check in with Penn State and 14 people that have been indicted on drug trafficking charges.
Cops in Pennsylvania arresting 14 people, including one student's father.
One of the alleged
What?
ringleaders, 24-year-old Agostino Abatiello, is from Westbury. They say he
This nigga is the ringleader. Hell no. Ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no way. This is the ringleader. This guy, man, that's a great undercover disguise, fam. The hair, that's like the doo-wop hair from back in the days and shit. He looked just like that motherfucker who died on a plane with La Bamba. What's that dude name, y'all? Buddy Holly? What's the dude name in the movie La Bamba? He got on the plane with I can't think of the dude name on La Bamba. What's his name, man? Richie Valens. What's the dude name from La Bamba? The white boy who got on the plane with La Bamba and died. That's who the fuck he looked like, man. Smash that like button, gang. What is his name, gang? I cannot think of his goddamn name, man. Smash that like button, gang. Yeah, Buddy Holly. There we go. Yeah, Buddy Holly looking motherfucker, man. There we go. Buddy Holly looking. He looked like he died on the plane in La Bamba. Yeah, with Richie Valens. Smash that like button, gang. This guy right here is the ringleader of the Penn State drug ring. Oh, this shit crazy.
a second frat brother made regular trips between New York and Pennsylvania supplying cocaine, while others at frat houses cut and packaged the drugs.
Long Island reporter Stacey Sager live in Westbury with what we know about
You
this
gotta be
operation.
fucking joking me.
Stacey?
Well, Mike, this is a story that really resonates, especially as many kids are heading off to college this week. This was a massive investigation at Penn State. Among those charged, 2 Long Islanders, including the alleged ringleader who grew up right here in Westbury.
Wow.
He lived in a beautiful
White
home
boy.
here on a well-manicured.
Look at that shit. Rich home, big ass house, rich white kids slanging dope. Y'all, people swear nothing but niggas sell dope. And we know white people sell dope. We know Colombians, Mexicans, we know everybody sell dope. You know what I mean? But nobody would ever suspect these kind of dudes right here. Rich white kids going to a rich Ivy League school, you know what I mean, out there in Pennsylvania, I'm not gonna say rich, but come from a well-off family. And it turns out they've been at school packaging up the dope, selling the dope. I mean, really moving that shit. I mean, really risk game crazy. I mean, going crazy, fam. I bet they've been rocking some of that coke up too. Yeah, they've been rocking the coke up. They've been selling pills, drink, all kind of shit, fam. Bud, all kind of good weed and shit. Light that gas up, man. Light the gas up, man. 14 people arrested. 14 students arrested at Penn State for a fucking drug ring, man.
Street in Westbury, but 24-year-old Agostino Abatiello, a Penn State grad, will now spend his time behind bars. According to a criminal complaint, Abatiello was known to be the largest distributor in a cocaine ring at Penn State.
Damn.
Abatiello was at the very top of the chain.
Prosecutors say his former fraternity, Sigma Chi, along with Delta Upsilon, had parties infused with drugs and alleged hazing involving those drugs.
Cutting and bagging cocaine was, for some pledges, an indoctrination into the Delta Upsilon and Sigma Chi fraternities.
In a statement, the university saying, quote, "We are horrified by these serious allegations," adding, "Criminal activity, including hazing such as this, has no place at our institution." Still, the investigation alleges a massive amount of dealing here in 2023 and 24, yielding 14 indicted on Monday.
Look,
one student.
one of the dudes, one of the dude's dad is involved. Look at it. Nigga, dad is involved, fam. Not dad. Nigga, dad is involved. Bro, show you right there. Everybody trying to get this money, man. Everybody is trying to get this paper, man. Dad is involved. Dad been bagging up shit. Nigga, dad been making drops. Dad been making calls and shit, helping his son run this shit. This is, man, it show you right there, bro. Chasing this money never stops. Chasing paper never stops. You'll be 75, 80 years old, still trying to get some money. Even dad is involved, man. That's a goddamn shame, dad. That's a shame, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. Even dad is involved, man.
Paul Robinson.
That's
who we
crazy.
allege took steps to conceal evidence,
That's crazy,
including a
man.
safe containing drugs and cash.
Meanwhile, a second Long Islander arrested in the investigation, Robert Zanola, also 24. He allegedly helped move the cocaine from New York City. He grew up here on Abbey Road in Manhasset.
We're here about Robert.
Yeah, I'm not talking.
Bitch, I'm not talking. Nigga, Uncle Fester dunked his head out real quick. Bitch, get out of here. I don't want to talk about it. Get out of here. Yeah, Uncle Fester ducked his head out the door and said, man, bitch, I do not want to talk about this. Get out of here, man. Yeah, come bring your ass outside, Uncle Fester. Let's find you. Yeah. Uncle Fester ducked his head outside, but don't want to talk. His son grew up in a rich neighborhood. Look at that house. Yeah, I mean, these are people that's doing good in life, good jobs, good careers, and retired probably. Yeah, he had nothing for the news, man. Yeah, that motherfucker ain't been outside in forever. Look how pale he is. Bring your ass out here, Uncle Fester. We got questions.
Yeah, I'm not talking.
Just because you're at college and you're making money and you think that this is something you can get away with, it's not.
Prosecutors hoping the ongoing investigation is a warning to other young adults heading off to colleges around the country this week. Neighbors of those charged agree it is a wake-up call.
If you're not in a good place, just call your parents. Call someone that you love that you know that will help you. And that's really what it's about.
You're gonna call your parents. One of them did. And dad said, you know what, nigga? Shit, nigga, I want in. Yeah. Talking about call your parents. Yeah, one of the boys did call their dad. Guess what dad said? Motherfucker, I won't in. Shit, y'all making that kind of grip? Nigga, I won't in.
It's unfortunate. And I hope these boys are okay and their future's okay.
And Agostino Abatiello surrendered today after failing to appear on his charges yesterday. And so he was jailed without bail today.
Man.
Once again, this was a massive investigation.
Massive investigation.
Residents on this block tell us that up until now, Abatiello had a good job post-college. He was working as an accountant. We're live in Westbury. I'm Stacey Sager, Channel 7. Eyewitness.
Man, fuck all that accounting shit. Nigga trying to get rich for real. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look at dad. No, where dad at? Look at dad. Dad ain't shit. No, dad ain't shit, man. Smash that like button, gang. I bet that cocaine they had was good, too. I bet they had that unstepped on shit. I'm talking about get everybody. I mean, they probably was tearing shit down. I bet they had that straight. I mean, that boy. I bet they had that unstepped on, pure Columbia. Now I'm talking about, man, that shit be going on right underneath your nose. You never know that, gang. You see, I think a lot of us black people, we see like well-off looking white people and white kids and younger people. We think, oh man, they got it made, man. Their parents are rich. They got good jobs. They're going to college. Every year they live in big houses. Man, everybody trying to get some paper, man. Fuck that. Don't ever put it past nobody, gang. Everybody is trying to get some quick money, man, including me. Yeah, don't let me catch one of you niggas in the streets. One of my subscribers. I'm most definitely robbing something. Smash that like, yeah. I'm old ladies. I'm snatching purses. Niggas, I'm snatching wallets and chains. Smash that like, but y'all know how I get down. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody. Your dad off my screen, man. Bitch ass nigga. Smash that like button, gang. Let's get to the Nolan Wells news, gang. Yeah. Let's get to some Nolan Wells news updates. Let's get down because I ain't said nothing. I've been off for 2 nights in a row. First of all, rest in peace to Nolan Wells. His birthday is coming up 2 hours to Nolan Wells' birthday, man. Happy birthday, Nolan Wells. The boy finna be the big 19. Or he was going to be 19. But they're getting some help. When it comes to the Nolan Wells investigation, it turns out Ben Crump and the family, they receiving some help, man. I know y'all heard yesterday, the news broke yesterday, that none other than the NAACP is joining the fight and the investigation into what happened to Nolan Wells. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody, bitter man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells and happy birthday to Nolan Wells. We got a lot to get into, gang.
NAACP is joining
we got a lot to get into.
Representing the family of Nolan Wells. Wells is the 18-year-old who was found dead along the Mississippi Gulf Coast just last month. He traveled by boat with friends to an island, but he didn't return with the group. This actually happened on July 4th. The search groups found Wells' body 2 days later, and the investigation into his death continues. Joining us right now is Kristen Clark. She's the general counsel for the NAACP. Kristen, thank you so much for your time. So I'm curious what prompted your team to join this investigation.
Let's go.
Yeah, what a tragedy. Nolan.
How do y'all feel about the NAACP, gang? Will the NAACP join this investigation and, turn over some new stones, man? The NAACP joining the Nolan Wells investigation, will that turn this thing up? Will that, will this give us some new answers? Will some questions be answered? Talk to me, gang. How do y'all feel in the chat, gang? This is not Black Lives Matter. This is the NAACP. Do y'all think the NAACP should change anything in this investigation? Smash that like button, gang.
Wells should be alive today and with his family celebrating his 19th birthday, which would have been tomorrow. The NAACP is our nation's oldest and largest civil rights organization, and we're proud to stand with this grieving family and stand with.
Hold on, put some color in my chat, y'all. Donate to the platform, gang. Salute to everybody donating, y'all. Put some color in my chat. Get you a membership. Turn green in the chat, gang. Put some color in the chat, gang. Turn me up, gang. Salute to everybody donating to the platform, gang. Talk to me in the chat, gang.
And Trump in the search for truth and transparency. This family that has been suffering deserves to understand what happened and why their son is not alive today. We're bringing our expertise, our resources, and our full might to help answer the question of what happened to Nolan Wells.
And so, again, we talk about your team joining this investigation. Can you also tell us more about what you'll be doing regarding this Wells case? What exactly are you guys going to be looking into?
Here we go.
We're really focused on the investigation. We're really focused on uncovering witnesses who have information. We're focused on uncovering the facts. Our goal here in bringing our resources to bear is to make sure that we leave no stone unturned. We can't afford to simply sit on our hands and wait for the results of a local investigation that's been incredibly opaque to date. This family is still grieving, and this family, like so many others, deserves nothing short of the truth and full transparency and understanding why their son is not with us today.
And what is it about this case, the Nolan Wells case, that sparks your attention?
And I see people in the chat saying, why did they wait so long? So to the chat. I'm reading my chat, gang. People in the chat are saying, why did the NAACP wait so long to join the Nolan Wells investigation? Do y'all think they should have showed up the second week, the fourth or fifth day, hell, day one, when Ben Crump showed up? Do y'all think the NAACP could have helped this thing if they would have joined earlier? But either way, it don't matter. They're here now. They're here now. Yeah, they're here now. Do y'all think that the NAACP can make a change in a positive way to the family of Nolan Wells when it comes to this investigation? They do not trust the state of Mississippi. They do not trust the DA. They don't trust Sheriff Ledbetter. None of them motherfuckers. The medical examiners, they don't trust nobody in Mississippi. So do you think the NAACP can come in here and maybe bridge some of these gaps? Turn over some of these stones, get some questions answered. Do y'all think the NAACP can come in here and really make a difference?
Caused you all to say, okay, this is the case we want to take part in and join in with the investigation?
Black Lives Matter. It's as simple as that. And too often in our country, we see young Black people who are found hanging from trees, who die, who have lost their lives. And we don't see government doing enough. We don't see prosecutors doing enough to unearth the truth. And the NAACP in this moment is committed to making sure that these are names that are not simply swept into the dust bins of history. We will fight for truth and fight for justice and accountability where wanted, but we want to make sure that this family knows that we're with them. Every single day, Nolan's mother wakes up with one question: why is my son not here? And we're
what they gonna do though, gang? What they gonna do? What they gonna do, man? Cause shout out to her, man. She's talking, big game for us. We here to help. You know what I mean? The family shouldn't have to fight alone. It's things that, they really need done, questions they need answered. And we are here to really bag up the family of Nolan Wells into the investigation of what really happened to him. Some of y'all are saying it's, they showed up too late. Some of y'all are saying right on time. I'm just asking myself, man, what can the NAACP do? What is it? What can they do that Ben Crump haven't been able to do? That's what I'm asking y'all, gang. What can the NAACP do that Ben Crump has not been able to do so far? Because as of right now, we still waiting on the phone evidence. There's a lot of things we waiting on. The autopsy from the state, the toxicology report from Ben Crump, as well as the state. So it's still a lot of things that we don't have answers to. But what can the NAACP do? Can they do any goddamn thing? Smash what can they do that Ben Crump couldn't do? Smash that motherfucking like button. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells and happy birthday to Nolan Wells. If you got some Reggie, man, if you got some CBD or some K2, please put that in the air right now, gang. Please.
The full legal team to make sure that we're bringing all of our investigative
only if they can resurrect her good Marshall, say Angel Patterson. Salute
for truth.
And Kristen, I think it's
out to Angel Patterson.
That
they better resurrect
part for you all is
goddamn third good
someone
Marshall
out there who knows something to come forward, right? So, is there anything you'd like to tell our viewers? Anything you'd like to say to someone out there who's watching this and maybe has some answers?
Yeah, contact our tip line. Contact the NAACP. Contact the Ben Crump law firm if you have information. This family deserves to know the truth about what happened and why their son did not return from this trip. And all across the country, we need to be doing a better job at making sure that we are fully investigating these unusual deaths of Black people, and that where appropriate, we're seeking justice and accountability.
Okay, I hear.
Kristen Clark, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Man, okay, hey, I hear her, gang. I hear her, gang. I hear what she's saying, man. You feel me? I hear what she's saying. I hear her, gang, but you know what I mean? Am I a little concerned? Yes. You did. I want to know, what can the NAACP do, man? You know what I mean? What can y'all do? You know what I mean? How will y'all join this investigation, turn things around, get the ball rolling, get the needle to moving? What can the NAACP do that, that investigators online, Ben Crump, what can they bring to the table that, that nobody else has been able to bring so far, gang? What can the NAACP do? Y'all talk to me in my chat, gang. Yeah. Talk to me in my goddamn chat, man. I see y'all, man. I'm looking at the chat, man. Let me see. Let me talk to K Money real quick. Where K Money go? K Money said they will make the state be transparent about the results before it goes to trial. Shout out to K Money. Salute to K Money. Let me see. I hope I'm seeing that. O Swift. Shout out to O Swift. O Swift is saying funding. You know what I mean? Funding. Well, I mean, they didn't raise $1 million. I know Ben Crump got a bag. I think they got some dollars over there already, man. But you saying the NAACP could bring more funding to the situation? I mean, what will more funding do, gang? Yeah. They have resources like with LD 5270. What resources? Talk to me, gang. What resources does the NAACP bring to the table that, that Ben Crump don't have, that the family don't have, that, you know what I mean? Talk to me, gang. I need to know more about the NAACP, gang. I'm curious when it comes to what is the NAACP gonna do. Yeah, I'm a little curious, gang. A lot of y'all, I'm a little curious. What is the NAACP gonna do? Let's check in with this brother right here, gang. Let's check in with this brother.
Mark Morial, and this is Mark's Minute. The Nolan Wells case has riveted this nation. That teenage boy in Mississippi and his death has sparked outrage, and I join in that outrage. Today, Kristen Clark, General Counsel of the NAACP, indicated she was joining the case along with Ben Crump and other lawyers. Kristen is one of the finest civil rights lawyers in America, and I want to compliment her and our colleagues at NAACP for joining the case. Keep an eye and keep the family of Nolan Wells in your prayers.
Smash that like
Hi,
button.
Mark Morial, and this is Mark's Minute.
Smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button, man. Smash that like button, gang. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. When it comes to the Nolan Wells case, I'm a little concerned, man. You feel me? Like, I feel like I'm not gonna say time is ever running out. The statutes of limitation on murder is, you know what I mean? You can never run out. But I'm looking at everything they're doing right now, fam. And I'm like, man, what's next, man? What is going to be the smoking gun? What's next in the Nolan Wells investigation? There's a lot of things that's not adding up. Could a cover-up be going on? For sure. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You know what I mean? A lot of this shit does spell cover-up. But how can the NAACP and Ben Crump, break down this cover-up if it's so many political people involved and judges and maybe even FBI agents? What can the NAACP and Ben Crump do to fight this motherfucking massive cover-up that's going on in the Nolan Wells case? Y'all smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Let's find out what's going on online real quick, man. Let's find out what's going on online. There's a lot of things being said online. We got to go to online, gang. We got to check in with the internet And of course, I gotta go holler at my Uncle Willie D, man. Shout out to my Uncle Willie D, man. I need to get Uncle Willie D over on the platform. I need to get Unc to pull up, man. I'm gonna reach out to Unc. I'm gonna reach out to Unc pretty soon here. But they say it's some kind of secret letter that came out. I've seen Secret Service Sam, who I'm gonna check in with later on. I've seen people talking about a secret letter that came out. That somebody confessed it's another letter that came out. Y'all sent this to me a bunch of times in my inbox. Sco, did you see that letter? Did you see the letter, Sco? A letter came out. Somebody's a witness. Somebody knows exactly what happened. You gotta read the secret letter that came out. So I said, okay, fuck it. I went over it. And y'all tell me, that this letter bring any new light to the case of Nolan Wells? Any new evidence? Do y'all think it's real? Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. Y'all know how we do it, gang. It's Big Scope gang, a no gang, a don't bang. Remember, we don't break the news. We just break the news down. Let's see what's going on with this secret letter that took the internet by storm yesterday.
Into it. Now, at times it's going to be hard for me to articulate exactly what is happening here.
Come on,
being said, because the letter, the writing is not great, but it's good enough to get an idea.
Is that a male's handwriting or a female's handwriting? How y'all feel about the handwriting, gang? Who wrote this letter? Is that a man handwriting or is that a female's handwriting? I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at it. Talk to me in the chat, gang. Is that a man's handwriting or a female's handwriting?
What this person is trying to say. At the top, it says left Evans left Evans' house at 10:30 a.m. on boat to Island. That's July 4th. This letter is dated. Okay, so we say, we got to the party Island. We had alcohol. I may have drank a half, if not a whole seltzer throughout that entire time. Was worried about returning for his second swim. He didn't want to ruin his chances. Talking about Nolan. Cell service sucks here, Nolan. Imagine something happening to you and not being able to call out for help. This is Wyatt saying this, allegedly. Nolan side eyes and dismisses the comment. Nolan snaps a photo or video of something.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
Wyatt had been.
Hold on, Unc. Hold on, Unc. Slow down, Unc. Slow down, Unc. Unc reading this motherfucker way too slow, gang. Let me hold on. Yeah, shout out to Unc, man. He reading this motherfucker way too slow, man. I'll check back in with that nigga in a minute, gang. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't really see it that good, but he reading that motherfucker way too slow, man. Let me see what's going on. Smash that like button, gang.
Sam here with a Nolan Xavier Wells update, and I have acquired these 6 total letters. I read the first and the last one. Here are the remaining 4. They went off to the side with Nolan as if they had to huddle and talk, but ultimately.
Oh, let me see something real quick, man. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see something real quick, gang. Mysterious Letters Part 3. I'm not for sure which one of these bitches went up. Yeah, where's the mysterious letters at? Let me see. This nigga put up so much shit, man. Here we go.
Service Sam here with a Nolan Xavier Wells update, and there's this odd letter. It looks like a journal entry that just hit the internet. Let me know what you guys think. It says July 4th. We go to the party, the Island. We had alcohol. I may have drank half, if not a whole seltzer throughout the entire time. Was worried about returning for his second season, and he didn't want to ruin his chances.
Hold on. So this is the letter, gang. It's the letter that I'm not for sure where the letter came from. Who allegedly wrote this letter? Is this letter real, gang? Talk to me in the chat. This is supposed to be a witness or somebody was, I guess, just hang around the boys or a chick or somebody that knows these guys. Talk to me about this letter, gang. Smash that like button. Do y'all believe this is real? Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells.
Cell service sucks here. Imagine something happening to you and not being able to call out for help. Nolan side eyes and dismisses the comment. Nolan snaps a photo or a video of scenery or something. Wyatt had been sniffing the bug shug all morning. Wyatt tries to grab his phone and has to put it, and Nolan jerks his phone because this feels like what would lead to Nolan's death later. Approximately 12 hours later, Nolan was already hanging on an inkling he shouldn't go to the pool party.
So they saying that who was that? Warren was full of cocaine. I'm gonna say this, man. If they say if people think Nolan Wells is full of cocaine, if that's even true, I'm not saying that's true at all. But if Nolan Wells is full of cocaine, you damn right the white boy is full of cocaine. They brought the cocaine. Everybody know white boys smoke cocaine. We all know that. That's a white boy drug. You feel me? Yeah. White boys smoke cocaine most of the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you go around white people, somebody got some coke. Somebody rolled up $1 and sit in the corner and shit. Come on, gang. If people are assuming that Nolan was on cocaine, that's for those who even believe that shit. Then you best believe he got it from the white boys, because they the ones who snowed the coke.
Him and Wyatt have had some animosity for a while because Nolan was back and forgave easily and didn't hold grudges. He was the peaceful friend, the conflict solver in most of his social group. He had several, maybe 3 friends, grumps. I can't read the rest of that. Nolan was only put on the boat to be transferred back to the island around 3 to 5 a.m. July 6th. That's why he wasn't found initially on the island. He was stored somewhere cool and dark to keep from decompositioning. A minute, but it was summer. He already started to have a hint of smell permeating the shaded area. It's an area of property him and his friends hiked or hung around in. And yes, it's one of his friends' properties. Somebody got a farm or hiking trail, maybe both. Somebody cried. Somebody is scared to.
This motherfucker described a full out fucking murder, hiding a body, all kind of shit, decomposition. Yeah, what the fuck is going on with this letter, man? Is this letter real or fake, gang? If this is real, man, this person needs to be talking to the goddamn laws. You need to be there. You need to go get your $175,000. Fuck are you waiting on? Smash that like button, gang.
To speak, somebody was threatened. All of them are being haunted. Nolan decided to unfriend this group and they couldn't accept it. The ultimate motive. Again, it's hard to read this letter.
Do y'all
the
believe
writing kind of
real?
looks that of a female. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of the
Let
world.
me see. I want to see the rest of the letter. It was some more of the letter he wrote. I got to hear the rest of this shit. I got to hear the rest of this letter, man. I got to hear the rest of this. Let me see.
Secret Service Sam here with a Nolan Xavier Wells update, and I have acquired these 6 total letters. I read the first and the last one. Here are the remaining 4. They went off to the side with Nolan as if they had to huddle and talk, but ultimately it was to beat him up, maybe even kill him if he fought back. They wanted him to take a break because his life has been too easy. He needs to feel pain, teach him a lesson. Nolan was brave. He did try to fight, but they may have spiked his juice because he wasn't drinking. They needed him incapacitated because even 2 to 3 of them would have had a hard time overpowering him.
Man,
they've been sizing him up for a while. He was strong. The mom was drunkenly unaware at one point. Then she realized and had a sober moment that those boys actually did something to Nolan that she knew they were planning for a few weeks. Dumb drunk idea of Wyatt's after his last disagreement with Nolan.
What the fuck is going on
That's
here?
why Nolan couldn't leave, because he couldn't. They thought that they could fix him up, but they got scared and hit him on the head instead of scaring him. Please, no, guys. Laughing. I can't hear that. Again, I don't know if these letters are real. I am just reading them to you. He wanted this holiday to be epic. Sadly, it was not. He had at least 20 videos and photos that are not on his phone but can be recovered. From the island, some photos would have been deleted later because they were blurred or made him look weird. LOL. He didn't get to delete photos. They got his code from his phone while at the party beating him, or it was unlocked because he was recording as well. Nolan recorded just in case he didn't make it, and he saw the blood in their eyes. That's how they got into his phone. He was still breathing for a bit, but when they felt finishing him would be easier to get away with it, Nolan pleaded till his last breath. That blunt steel pole or block is what ultimately killed him. He was laying between a bush and a building. Basketball goal was at his left. He was laying down. Now, I will read the other 2 letters in a second, but again, we can't really confirm this because the autopsy said there were no lacerations or any bruising at all to his body. So
Sam. Come on,
I'm just
bro.
reading this to you guys because it was sent
Come on,
to me,
bro.
but in no way am I saying that any of this is real information. I just think all clues.
This story is so fucking outlandish. I gotta hear the rest of it, fam.
Service Sam here with a Nolan Xavier Wells update and some more mysterious letters that I'm reading to you again. I don't know if these are real, but I think it's important.
That is crazy. I'm watching my chat, and a lot of people are saying this is bullshit, this is fake. But don't forget, a lot of people believe that a story like this happened, that, you know, a bunch of friends jumped on Nolan Wells, murdered him right outside of Horn Island on a boat, you know, threw his body in the water and shit. So the shit they saying is not too far off from the shit that a lot of people believe. Remember that. The shit that they are saying is not too far off from some of the things that people are saying happened. If y'all believe that Nolan Wells' friends killed him, put a 1 in the chat right now. Drop a 1 in my chat if you think Nolan Wells' friends killed him. Skull, what the hell is this bull? Boosie voice, come on, man. Yeah, come on. What's up, Petey? Come on, man. Yeah, I'm just breaking down some of the rumors and shit we hearing online. Is any of this shit real? Do we keep it or do we throw this bullshit away? Smash that like button. Let me hear what the rest of this mystery writer wrote about Nolan Wells' death.
Important to share them.
Murder.
After others were forced to leave, the last few were trying to help, but they made them leave. Nolan had already taken his last gasps and was gargling blood. His last words were, "No, please, guys, I love you." Key notes, when Nolan yelled, that's when Evan's mom came down. Nolan's body was still warm when they started moving it to be stored. Nolan survived most of the attack. Ultimately, murder was intentional. He yelled, but barely. He saw his moments and memories flash, but his last memory was with his parents after winning a game, and he was happy and he was ready for the next season.
It is some bullshit. Yeah. I mean, and a lot of y'all do agree. Y'all feel like, Nolan Wells was murdered. Some people in my chat feel like, nah, bro, Nolan Wells was not murdered, fam. It's a great chance the boy drowned. It's a great chance he was, maybe been drinking, out there partying his ass off on the 4th of July, Saturday, and, an accident happened, man. Nolan Wells accidentally drowned. You know what I mean? So, I mean, do y'all believe this letter, though? This letter is all over the place. The Nolan case getting weirder and fucking weirder. Yeah. Shout out to Wide Eye Diva, man. Salute to Wide Eye Diva. You damn right, Wide Eye Diva. This shit getting weird than a motherfucker. Salute to Wide Eye Diva. Salute, gang. Make sure y'all subscribe to the platform, man. Salute to all the new people over here, man. How y'all feeling about this Nolan Wells story, man? Is Secret Sam just covering any goddamn thing at this point? Because that shit sounded so crazy. I wouldn't even cover that shit. Like, for you, I mean, I didn't read. Look. I heard something about a secret letter from Willie D. Then I seen that, Secret Service Sam had a letter up too. So like, let me just look into what this letter. Let me see what Willie D gonna say. Willie D read that motherfucker slow than a bitch, man. Willie D couldn't read none of that shit. So I said, let's go to Secret Service Sam. And it sounds kind of weird, man. It sounds like a mixture of a bunch of different things you heard online already. You mix it all together, like his body was by a basketball goal and they hit him with a pole. And I think if he was hit with a pole or a fucking cinder block, I think we would know all that shit, gang. Yeah, the nigga was hit, rest in peace to Nolan Wells. If he was hit with a pole or a cinder block, or if they really beat this boy to death, I think Ben Crump team would have seen that shit. 6 days wouldn't cover that shit up. But but people still felt the autopsy was fucked up. They didn't give Ben Crump the throat. The organs were too decomposed. It's just a lot of shit that didn't add up with the autopsy that came from Ben Crump due to the first autopsy. So, I mean, who do you trust right now, gang? Who do you trust, man? Man, give me a Secret Service Sam the fuck. I'll check in with Secret Service Sam a little bit later because I think he do got some gems to drop. Yeah, I think he do got some gems to drop later on, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody been in gang. Let me go here, gang, because I believe the phone has been turned over, gang. That's what I believe. I believe the phone has been turned over as of today. I believe as of today, the phone was turned over. But, Bart's attorney has been out there going in. The attorneys have been going in. We've seen your boy Brandon Tatum, Stop 6 Tatum, Eastwood Tatum, Fort Worth Tatum. We've seen him over there going off and shit about, this phone. Everybody is asking about the phone evidence. What's going on with the phone? That might be the last goddamn ace in the hole for Ben Crump and, Nolan Wells' parents when it comes to, what really happened to Nolan Wells as far as his friends were concerned. They left with the phone. It took the family some time to get the phone back. And I want to check in with Javon's mom later on, too, because I really got to go back over her story about the phone. You know what I mean? Because the family was saying that it took, you know what I mean? Or she was saying, because she was the one there. She was saying that it took them forever to bring her the phone. Something wasn't right. They was acting suspicious. And Nolan's dad said the same thing about the car keys. Smash, do y'all believe that, yeah, bro, it took them a long time to bring that phone because they was in there fucking with that phone. They opened the phone up. They was deleting shit out the phone. It most definitely was evidence in that phone that might be a buzzer beater for Ben Crump gang. I think, I believe, I'm not for sure, but I believe as of today, I believe that, Ben Crump and his team turned the phone over. Smash the like button, gang. So pretty soon here, we should be having some news, I'm hoping. Now, this news might stay quiet. Maybe it might go to a grand jury. If we don't hear nothing about it, I don't think that's good. I think if it turns out that they deleted photos at his phone, deleted Snapchats at his phone, messages at his phone, I think if Ben Crump find that out, he gonna scream that shit from a mountaintop. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Put some color in this chat, gang. Donate to the platform, man. Salute to everybody in the building.
I'm John Apple.
To Nolan Wells' mother, do not give them people that phone. They tried to be slick with that.
Bart Edmondson's attorney appears to now have sent a diss at Nolan Wells' family amid controversy surrounding the surrendering of Wells' phone for inspection with the DA's office.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, not yet, Julius. I'm going there next, Julius. I'm going there.
Nolan Wells' mother would express her concerns on the activity and non-activity of Wells' phone on July 4th when he first went missing. According to Christine Wansley, two main things stood out for her. One was the location of the phone, apparently showing two different locations on two separate apps. And when Wells's two Snapchat accounts were reviewed by his family, there were no pictures or messages from that day, causing his mother to assume that those items must have been deleted because Nolan was someone who would generally document his time.
I asked y'all, I said, y'all, what do y'all think was in Nolan Wells' phone, gang? What was in there, man? In order, for them to want to get the phone, we got to open his phone up. We got to go in here and delete some shit out. I'm going to ask y'all once again, what do y'all believe was in Nolan Wells' phone? What was it? What could have been incriminating? Like, what the fuck did he film? What photo did he take? What message? What was it that was in Nolan Wells' phone that could have led to his friends being arrested for his murder? Talk to me in the chat, gang. Talk to me in the chat, man.
With friends,
the phone evidence is on the way. Oh, it's on the goddamn
Good
way.
Morning America at the top of July, Wansley would share the moment when she first looked at Wells's phone for clues surrounding his disappearance and later death. When we finally got his phone, me and my sister went through the phone. We went in his Snapchat. He had two accounts. Absolutely nothing. It wasn't even 24 hours, which is how long videos and pictures stay in Snapchat. Even my sister was yeah, that's
Mama feels like he was snapping. Remember, Mama's the social media influencer too. You know what I mean? They know about social media in that household. Mom says he snaps all the time. It was no reason, far as her son, her baby, the young man she raised, far as she know, he's on Snapchat every single day. And it's weird that even no snaps from the day before. We know Snapchat holds on to the snaps for 24 hours, whatever. She felt like even it was no snaps from even from the day before, nothing. Yeah, Nolan Christine feels like it's something weird. But mainly, like I said, out of all the apps, the main app I heard her speak about was goddamn me, you know what I mean? Was not Instagram, but Snapchat. Yeah. Snapchat was the main app that it seemed like she was focused on.
At the center of the case lies the lack of trust Wells's family has shown for local law enforcement, causing them to move cautiously. For many, the lack of trust would start when the sheriff assigned to the case would end up expressing that he did not see any signs of foul play before an autopsy was even completed. As previously reported, Ben Crump, lead attorney for Nolan's family, would share that during a meeting with the Mississippi DA, Angel Myers-Mickelrath, they would agree to investigate Wells's cell phone together, and even with the possibility of the FBI being present. Last week, however, it was revealed that the DA's office would later send an email demanding the phone be surrendered and that they had 48 hours to do so. Now, this demand would later be replied by Nolan's family with a reminder of what was agreed upon and that a 48-hour window as they traveled outside of Mississippi was unreasonable. Now it appears that one of the friends who have been criticized by many online's attorney is
goddamn Bart. How many of y'all think Bart did it, man? How many of y'all still think Bart did it, man? Drop a one in the chat. Y'all still like this motherfucker right here got something to do with it, man. He was most definitely there on the Cito call. He's most definitely there on Horn Island, with the rest of them dudes that day. Put a one in my chat because Bart's attorney is really out here popping shit, man. Bart attorney is talking about suing motherfuckers. He want to know what's the hold up on the phone evidence. You know what I mean? These attorneys and these friends of these so-called friends, they out here really popping shit right now. How many of y'all still think that Bart has something to do with the murder of Nolan Wells, gang? Talk to me in the chat. You know what I mean? Is any evidence really pointing at Bart besides the CETO call? We hear Bart's name on that CETO call where we think we heard this, we think we heard that. You know what I mean? Certain things you do hear for show. Damn it, Bart was for show on that goddamn CETO call. You did. Yeah, if you can't pick out shit else on that call, you damn show heard. Damn it, Bart. Damn it, dude. Come on, Bart. What are you doing, man? We damn sure heard, damn it, Bart. How many of y'all in my chat still feel like Sco? No matter where this investigation is going, fuck following Katie. You know what I mean? Fuck what anybody is saying about this and that. We believe that Bart has something to do with it. Talk to me in the chat, gang. Because a lot of y'all always felt like Sco. It's Bart. A lot of people online. It's Bart. Do y'all think this guy, who you know what I mean, football star punter, went to the university, Wyoming, a Wyoming Cowboy. Do y'all think he put it all on the line? Do y'all think he risked his whole college career in football because he lost his attitude in a fight with Nolan Wells or some kind of disagreement with Nolan Wells? Smash that like button, gang. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man.
At the Wells family. Over on his Facebook page, Bart Edmondson's family attorney, Russell Latina, would write, "You know who did give the investigators access to information on their phones without warrants or list of conditions and right after the events of July 4th? Nolan's friends. As you should know, due to the now infamous CETO call that would be leaked online, Edmondson, a former teammate of Wells, would be accused by online users as the person behind Wells's passing, after Damn It Bart would be heard in the background."
Shut the fuck up! Damn it, Bart.
On Monday, as a way to assure the DA and supporters that they are fully aligned with having Wells's phone finally examined, Crump would send out a statement that read, "We are eager to comply with the agreement we entered on July 15th, which is a joint forensic examination of Nolan's phone conducted together with their experts, our experts, and possibly the..."
I want to say this, gang. You know what I mean? The phone might be with investigators. I think maybe Crump's team and investigators, they might have linked up today. If we hear that something stopped this shit again on either side, it's going to be some shit in the game. You know what I mean? We got to point the finger at some goddamn body. If this phone evidence, if we find out that Crump's team, you know what I mean, or investigators, whoever dodged to, whoever, I mean, who on either side, it's going to start looking very, very fucking suspicious. If Ben Crump ain't trying to get that phone up and he acting weird and I mean, the family keep taking vacations and shit, I'm going to start looking at Crump like, what the fuck is going on, Crump? What's going on, my brother? What's going on, brother? But we look up at these investigators, make up another excuse. So we contacted them 3 days ago and we wanted it on this certain day, but they wasn't right. Then we're going to be like, man, y'all are on some bullshit. This is why you don't trust Mississippi right now, you son of a bitches. Y'all on some bullshit, man. But we got to point the finger at somebody here soon when it comes to this phone information. Smash that like button, gang.
FBI. Our experts are on standby. The family is ready. We have given the district attorney's office 4 days to choose from this week, and we will make ourselves available on 12 hours notice for any of them. The family wants Nolan's phone examined right away with both parties in the room. All parties agreed on July 15th that we share the same goal, which is determining the circumstances surrounding Nolan's death. The family is ready to move forward on that goal this week.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Let me tell you something. Old girl in Mississippi, she think that whatever she say, go. They think that they could just say whatever they want to say, do whatever they want to do, because that's how they do in their little old town in Mississippi. But the ones they got, she would be a fool to give that phone up. Do not give them people your phone. Not singly, hell no. I'm not, because you know what they're gonna do? All they're gonna do, they're gonna extract everything off that phone. And once they take everything off that phone, it's over. You can only extract it once. And then they're gonna take that and they're gonna stick it up under that whole grand jury crap. And I guarantee you, the mama, nobody will know what exactly they extracted from that phone.
Do y'all agree with her?
Okay, and
do y'all agree with her so far, gang? Do y'all agree with her? Do y'all feel like, man, if they hand that phone over in the wrong way, they're going to lose everything. They're going to extract everything from the phone. That bitch going to come back, man, empty. That motherfucker going to come back. They're going to say, nah, we didn't. Do y'all think that if they leave the phone in the hands of the investigators in this case, you know, the state of Mississippi, do y'all think, man, hey, that's not a good idea, man. They're going to fuck y'all over. That's going to be it, man. Ben Crump said his team want to look over their shoulder while they doing this shit, man. Same time. I don't know you, man. Same time. Like a dope deal, nigga. Yeah. This shit going like a goddamn drug deal, nigga. Same time. You bring the money, we got the work. It is same time, my nigga. Same time. Yeah. Nolan Wells' family ain't trusting shit right now. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to this sister right here, man.
Going to utilize the phone too to go through it and see what else they can dig up about Nolan Wells to discredit him. They'll probably try to see if they can find videos of him drinking or smoking or whatever.
She okay. I like where she going with this, man. I like her. I like where she going. At first, I was like, what is she talking about? Okay, she's saying that if they get the phone, who knows what's in the phone? What kind of videos, pictures, what kind of messages between Nolan Wells and other people? She said if they get the phone, out of nowhere, here come photos of Nolan Wells rolling a blunt up. Fat ass blunt. I'm talking about some good ass Reggie. You know what I mean? I'm talking about some good Reggie. Here come a blunt of Nolan. Here come a photo of Nolan Wells rolling some Reggie up, drinking 2 beers and shit, playing beer pong, getting drunk and shit, like college kids do. We know college kids do shit like that, man. That ain't nothing. We know college kids do that. But she's saying, man, if they get their hands on that phone and y'all not there to look over their shoulder and watch what they're doing, you never know what might come out about Nolan Wells. Because it seems like they're trying to destroy his character already in the media. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man.
They're going to do some. I'm telling you, listen, the best thing for her to do is not give them the phone. And just because that lady said, oh, you got 48 hours. Okay, boo. And you got 48 hours to wipe your butt with this paper. Because what I'm not finna do is give you my son's phone.
What?
And everybody keeps saying, well, what is she hiding? It ain't got nothing to do with the fact of what I'm hiding. That ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. That's my son's phone. That's my child's phone. So it ain't like she be on the phone doing stuff or anything crazy like that. So y'all act like she got something to do with it. No. And here's another thing. Y'all are mad. Y'all are mad because that GoFundMe money is being utilized. It's being utilized, and it is getting her the best counsel because she has 3 different firms working. She even has a private investigator. So yeah, they are mad, and they are waking up every single morning counting her GoFundMe money.
To Nolan Wells' mother.
Man, but man, hold on. Before we get to this steady Nash looking ass nigga right here, do y'all think the mom and Ben Crump had something to hide? Do y'all believe that they have been purposely dodging, investigators and the DA with the phone because they know for a fact if this don't go right, then this is it, man. You know what I mean? The jig is up. This is it. Do y'all think the mom has been purposely staying away, hiding the phone? Her and Ben Crump are trying to stall and wait as long as they can. And, they ducking and dodging the investigation. Do y'all feel like Nolan Wells' mom, she knows pretty much that them guys didn't do it, and this is going to be it, man? If they find out them dudes did not go in the phone, that's going to make her look bad as shit. Do y'all feel that way? Talk to me, gang. Talk to me in the chat. I want to hear from every side of this, man. Yeah. Let's hear from this city Nash looking ass nigga. Smash that like button, gang.
Not give them people that phone. They tried to be slick with that, and that's how I know it's something in that phone. Y'all knew them people wasn't in town, and y'all tried that. Y'all tried to be slick. It's a lot of
talking about when they said, they sent them a 48-hour, letter saying that, they had 48 hours to turn the phone off. Let's do it now. But it turns out Nolan Wells' family was out of town. So people that say, oh, that was some bullshit. Y'all knew them people wasn't in town. Y'all gave them 48 hours to hand over the phone. And y'all knew that was going to make them look bad because they wasn't in position to hand over the phone. They wasn't even in town. Smash that like button, gang. Who thinks the state is playing passive-aggressive games with the family?
Slimy, conniving bullshit with this case. And I just don't understand why it ain't so simple. When it's the law and justice, as they foretell us, we should go seek justice and law and don't put the law in your own hands. But see, when you start playing with people's emotions and feelings, and then people start wanting to act out, then y'all gonna say people are crazy. Nobody's crazy. You playing with people's times and what you love. You playing with people's time and their intelligence. We're not stupid. We're not stupid, Mississippi. We see what you're doing. I mean, hello? 48 hours?
48 hours, everyone has been speaking about Nolan's phone.
Okay.
And why has it not been handed over to the police, to law enforcement? Are you kidding me? How is that even a question? How is that even a question? Are people not aware how America runs? How the system is towards Black people? Are you like...
As far as the DA's response, a statement has yet to be
Like you reading
released
some
to
shit.
further comment or confirm if a date has been selected. Bart Edmondson, Warren Hudson, Jack Spatalo, Morgan Seymour, and others continue to state their innocence in regarding the disappearance and death of Nolan Wells. Let's talk about it more in the comments below. How do you feel about Edmondson's attorney's response to Wells' family's hesitation with surrendering his phone, or do you agree with their caution? Reporting live from Ivers Club, Fight Plus News.
Yeah. Shout out to the fake City Nash, man. I mean, like I said, when it comes to this phone, man, I'm just waiting to hear what's going on with the phone. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, gang. I'm not getting impatient. You know what I mean? I understand that that's their child. This is real to them. We just people online spectating. But I most definitely want to know, man, if they went to his phone, if they deleted anything at his phone, man, that change some shit. That would change shit right now, man. To everybody that believed he was murdered, you know what I mean, by the group of friends he came to Horn Island with on the boat, that would really change shit right now, man. You know what I mean? And for anybody that believes that, man, you really, you know what I mean? I know people here believe different things. I know I'm talking to a crowd of people that got their own beliefs in this shit. So for those who believe that, man, that will most definitely be a W if they find out that somebody went through Nolan Wells' phone, because right now the phone is the main part of this investigation. Now, let's hear from the former prosecutor, gang. Let's hear from the former prosecutor, because he's saying, nah, it's not Nolan Wells' family. It's the goddamn state of Mississippi that's fucking up. Let's hear from the former prosecutor, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Y'all go crazy, man. What's up with y'all tonight? Y'all been quiet in this chat. Yeah, chat quiet tonight. You niggas shy and shit. What is that, Tuesday? Oh, yeah. Nigga, the club going up on a Tuesday around this bitch. Put some color in the chat, gang. Talk to me, man. And let's talk about Nolan Wells. His birthday is in an hour and a half, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells.
In the Nolan Wells case, I have a message directly to DA Angel Myers McGrath.
Let's hear from this dude.
Prosecutor who did the same job you did, 30 years criminal trial experience, certified criminal
can they?
trial
Shout
lawyer,
to Wide Eye Diva.
former
Salute
head county
to Wide Eye
prosecutor.
Diva.
Please listen carefully. This phone issue is getting out of hand. Nobody knows what to believe because you keep refusing, as I've said previously, to do proper public relations. Now, supposedly, there's a letter out there that says you agreed in July to have the phone examined with the experts from the family at a specific location and in a specific way,
Right,
and that
right.
they are ready, willing, and able, and gave 4 dates this week where they would be willing to surrender that phone for examination. Now, I've been involved in things like this, so I don't know what's been said or hasn't been said, but I'll say this. The only story that we're listening to is that from Nolan Wells' family. And when they send you a letter and you don't respond and correct that letter, then we can only presume rightly that what's in that letter is correct. So the question becomes, if you had an agreement in July, why is it not being honored? There are accounts that you have demanded that the phone just be turned over in violation of that agreement. And that is not a good thing, not a good look. I can tell you from the commentary on the post that I've had that your constituency out there in Mississippi does not trust law enforcement and does not trust this investigation. Your continued failure to update the community on any misinformation, if there is misinformation, or say, for example, if this agreement is not what the agreement was, then you need to get out there and you need to let the public know. Now, Stop with this thing that you don't compromise investigations about speaking about them. I've addressed this before. You are not compromising an investigation by correcting the record. You are making sure the public has an understanding. So we can only presume what's been written by Mr. Crump and his team is accurate. That phone is vital to any grand jury presentation. If you don't get that phone and you don't download it, then you are going to look like a bum no matter what it is that you do, and nobody will ever trust the investigation. To be honest with you, I wouldn't trust it either. That phone is vital. There is allegations that there's destruction of evidence that's on that phone, and we need to see what's on it and what's not on it. And for the rest of the folks that are out there, understand, they're not going to be going through the phone picture by picture, page by page. This is downloaded into a computer program called Celebrate. And from there, there's extractions that are done mirroring of the phone. And then both sides can be confident they have all of the information. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, DA, I can hear you say, well, we're going to be setting a precedent that everybody thinks that they have a right to have their people there when they examine the phone. Well, you know what? I don't know, and I don't care. If you agree to that in this particular situation, we'll look at it like a one-off, but the community, me, everyone out there, and certainly the victim's family need to know it's been done in the right way. So get off your ass and get that phone examined one way or the other. The phone in the Nolan Wells case.
Smash that like button, gang. Do y'all agree with him, man? You did. Do y'all agree with him, man? Marlo, shout out to Marlo Russell, man. Salute to Marlo. Salute to Marlo. Do y'all agree with him, man? He was kind of cooking, man. He's saying, you know, get off y'all ass, man. He talking to the DA's office, man. You know, if y'all want this to happen, make this shit happen, man. You know what I mean? Get set a good time with the family and follow through, man. You know, follow through. Some people feel like, you know, hey, man, the state is bullshit. They don't want that phone evidence coming out. They trying to hide something. This might be Warren's mom again pushing buttons and shit like that. Somebody wants that phone to not be examined, to not be extracted. Somebody don't want to celebrate to get their hands on that motherfucking phone. It is. Which side is it, gang? Is it Christine and Ben Crump? Or is it the goddamn DA's office? Who's holding up the goddamn phone evidence, gang? Talk to me in the chat, man. Who's holding up shit right now? Talk to me in my chat, gang. I'm watching my chat. If you at home watching me on TV, man, jump in the chat. Get on your phone. If you watching from home, get on your phone. Jump in this chat and talk to me, gang. Smash that like button, gang. Now, when it comes to that phone, gang, do y'all think Javon's mom was telling the truth when she said she pulled up, get the phone, and there was some weird shit going on? Do y'all believe that, gang? Remember, Javon's mom said when she pulled up to get the phone, it was some weird shit going on. And I've been wanting to check back in with her for a minute, gang. You did. I've been wanting to check back in with her even while I'm not online, but I didn't have a chance to really just do it. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to do it right here with y'all tonight, man. Let's hear from Javon's mom again, Javon's mom, about how it went with her and, you know, Nolan's friends when it came to the phone being handed over. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. But I told y'all, hey, Nolan homeboy, the white boys from the boat, Tracy and them, they not fucking with Javon no more. The fact Javon did this interview, they not fucking with Javon. Because Javon, they say his mom showed up with a no-knock, had some dudes with her. I'm thinking even Javon might have been there. And they're saying that, hey, man, when she showed up, they already felt like it was some bullshit going on. They showed up very, you know what I mean? Everybody showed up on some more shit. You know what I mean? When it was time to get that phone. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
Is why he would have left his cell phone behind. And you say you were the
Let's hear more about
person
this phone.
who actually went and retrieved that phone for the family. How'd you get your hands on the phone? Where was it?
That is correct. Christine called me and told me, hey, where are the boys? Nolan hasn't been heard from since such and such time. Where are your boys? I said, well, Javon is with his girlfriend, and I just spoke with Jalen, and they are headed to downtown, which I was literally getting ready to get in the shower to go downtown as well. She said, well, Nolan hasn't been. So I instantly called with Christine on the phone, Javon. Javon said no, he hadn't seen Nolan since early on the island. And he was like, what? Are y'all serious? He was like, yeah.
Okay. So there you go right there. We're not for sure what time Javon seen Nolan last, but he's saying earlier on the island. So Javon, too, never seen Nolan Wells after his group of friends left. A lot of y'all say because he got on the fucking boat. That's why nobody ever saw him again, Sco, because he got on the boat. But we do know that they saying allegedly it's two mysterious witnesses who came out after the Cito call came out. They came up with two witnesses who said they seen Nolan on the island after 4:30. But we now know when you go back and look at some of these interviews, you can see that Javon is saying, you know what I mean? He didn't, hey man, he seen him earlier, but not after the guys left. He seen him earlier, but he did not see him after 4:31 for sure. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody rock with me, gang. It's almost Nolan Wells' birthday, man. Let me see what we got. About an hour and a half to Nolan Wells' birthday. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody rocking with me, gang.
And so Christine intervened in the conversation, said Nolan has not been heard from since he left the island. So Javon was like, well, that's when I seen it. I haven't seen it since then. You know, again, everybody goes their separate ways. So I then hang up from Javon because obviously there's nothing he can say to tell me anything.
Erase the phone.
So then Jalen, I called him. Jalen did not answer the phone.
I hear you, Tanya.
Christine again is on the phone. Jalen did not answer the phone. LeBaron, I called. He didn't answer the phone. I called LeBaron, which is their other friend, LeBaron Broomfield.
So LeBaron, man. Have we heard from LeBaron? Have we heard from a kid named LeBaron? Smash the like, but man, she doesn't trust them because they gave her the runaround when she called to file a missing person. She called the Coast Guard, the sheriff office, and local PD, and they told her it was not in their jurisdiction. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody, bit of man. What's your name? I can't. Somebody Watkins, man. Sidri Watkins. I hope I'm saying your name right. I hope I'm saying your name right, man. I mean, Sidra. Am I saying your name right? Sidra. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. How do y'all feel about that, gang? Talk to me in the chat right now, gang. Talk to me. Ben Crump, and don't say Ben Crump is asleep. That nigga awake right now. Yeah, he almost there, but he awake right now. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man.
He answered. He answered. He said, Jalen is in the gas station. Hold on. So he said, hey, Jalen.
A lot of people I want to hear from.
So he was like, Jalen, like, what's up, Mom? What's going on? I was like, hey, have y'all heard from Nolan? They said no. We have not heard from Nolan.
But where was the phone?
So I was like, well, okay. So that's when we started checking the phone. Well, for Christine, it said one place, but for them on Snapchat, it showed another place. So that's the place we went to. And it showed that everybody that was in the house, it was like a lot of people there. Like it was, I'm not familiar with all the kids. I only know like one or two there, but it showed that the phone was at what a lot of people were at.
He said the phone was with a lot of people, man. A lot of people. Remember, Warren said he made the first calls. He said he contacted Miss Christine first. He was looking for Warren, but even when Warren was, telling his story during the interview, he most definitely said that, Miss Christine was tracing the phone. That's when she asked him, she told him his phone is on land. And that's when he then told her, we have the phone. So some people still have a problem with that. If what Warren is saying is true, you know what I mean? Some people have a problem with that. Like, well, why didn't y'all just start the conversation off? You know what I mean? Shout out to Hassan, man. Salute to my guy, Hassan. A lot of people feel like, why didn't y'all just start the conversation off with, hey, we got Nolan's phone, his car keys in his car. We haven't heard from him. We're worried about him. Why didn't the conversation start off like that? Smash that like button, gang. This is Javon's mom, y'all, breaking down everything that took place that night of 4th of July when they were looking for Nolan's phone.
So that's how we knew where to go to. We went there. They were all there. They were sitting there. Like
salute, ma'am. Salute.
Did they immediately give you the phone? Because knowing that phone was there.
It took about 15. They did. They gave me the phone, but it took about 15 minutes to get the phone because I even asked, I'm like, did y'all have to walk back to Horn Island to get the phone? Or like, where's the phone?
Yeah, I mean, so she's telling you right there, when it comes to this phone that everybody's asking about, when she went to go get that goddamn phone, man, it was not a quick handover like Warren is saying. Remember, Warren is saying it was a quick handover, man. Shout out to Hassan, man. Just gifted one of you niggas a membership in this chat, man. One of you ladies a membership. Salute to Hassan, man. Salute to Hassan. Yeah. She's saying, that they took forever to bring that cell phone. And that's why people are asking, okay, what's going on with the phone? When is the phone going to be extracted? When is the phone, the phone going to be looked at by both sides? Because they spent, a good amount of time with Nolan's cell phone. They spent a good amount of time with it. They had his phone from 4 o'clock to damn near midnight or some shit like that, right? So they had his phone for at least a while. You know what I mean? For at least maybe 8 hours. They had the phone for at least 8 hours. Do y'all believe they deleted something out of that phone? Do y'all believe when the phone is extracted, it will show that between the hours of 4 o'clock and midnight, somebody went inside that goddamn phone. Somebody deleted some snaps. Somebody deleted some photos. Somebody deleted some goddamn messages. Yeah. I am somebody. Smash that like button. Yeah. I almost turned into Martin Luther King on you niggas tonight. Smash that like button, gang.
Took so long when they said it was when Wyatt told me it was in his truck. It took him so long to get the phone back to me.
Christine,
so when they brought the phone back.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Tashima. I want to hear that.
When they brought the phone, after I said something about it, he was like, well, she's going to get it. I was like, who's going to get it? He's like, the girl's going to get the phone.
Miss Christine.
And they sent me to his house, which that boat had never even been in the water. Wyatt did. I never even really talked to Warren. The whole time I was in the house, I spoke with Wyatt. Wyatt is the one who had the phone that supposedly was in his truck.
And this is her, I think they said on another interview. This is the part we want to get to right here.
Or whoever. But Wyatt is who I talked to. I never talked to Warren. I'm not sure why Warren is doing that. But I turned the camera around directly on Wyatt and told my sister. Outside somewhere. They said it was in the truck. I'm not sure where it was at. It took them at least 15 minutes to bring me the phone. By this time, the boys will start Wyatt started getting jazzy at the mouth. So my son Jalen was like, "Hey, you better watch your tone. Like, don't get smart, my mama."
Right? Is that her? That sound like her still did somebody else.
They brought the phone back.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tashima. I want to hear that.
When they brought the phone, after I said something about it, he was like, well, she's going to get it. I was like, who's going to get it? He's like, the girl's going to get the phone.
Miss Christine.
And they sent me to his house,
Is
which
it
that
the
boat had
same
never
voice?
been in the water.
Is that the same voice?
Yeah, no, Wyatt did.
Talk
I
to
never
me,
even
man.
really talked to Warren.
That's her?
The whole time I was in the house, I spoke with Wyatt. Wyatt is the one who had the phone that supposedly was in his truck or whoever. But Wyatt is who I talked to. I never talked to Warren. I'm not sure why Warren is doing that. But I
Right. That's not the same people. Y'all think, is it the same voice, gang? Talk to me in the chat, gang. Is that the same voice? Y'all know me, I'm going to question every goddamn thing, man. Talk to me, gang. Is that the same woman we're hearing right now? They saying that Javon's mama. Is that her same voice? Smash the like button, y'all. Because I know a lot of y'all sent me this separate video right here, too. So is that her voice?
And they sent me to it took him so long to get the phone back to me.
Christine,
So when they brought the phone back.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Dashima. I want to hear that.
When they brought the phone, after I said something about it, he was like, well, she's going to get it. I was like, who's going to get it? He's like, the girl's going to get the phone.
Miss Christine.
And they sent me to his house, which that boat had never even been in the water. Wyatt did. I never even really talked to Warren. The whole time I was in the house, I spoke with Wyatt. Wyatt is the one who had the phone that supposedly was in his truck or whoever. But Wyatt is who I talked to. I never talked to Warren. I'm not sure why Warren is doing that. But I turned the camera around directly on Wyatt and told my sister. Outside somewhere. They said it was in the truck. I'm not sure where it was at.
She's saying that she never even talked to Warren. She said she talked to Wyatt, but Warren was Warren was the one saying this, saying that, saying it. She's saying she never even talked to Warren. If that's the same woman.
It took them at least 15 minutes to bring me the phone. By this time, the boys will start because Wyatt started getting jazzy at the mouth. So my son Jalen was like, "Hey, you better watch your tone. Like, don't get smart, my mama." Right. Because we're trying to see what Nolan, because we're trying to figure out why y'all see y'all ass up here chilling and Nolan missing.
So she's saying that Javon was finna get into it with one of the dudes who got smart with her. I'm thinking Warren. You know what I mean? Is that what Javon's mom is saying? Is that she's saying that Warren was getting fly with her and Javon had to check something? Say, bitch ass white boy, stop talking to my T lady like that. What we say in Texas, gang? T Jones, T lady. Smash that like button, gang. Put some color in my chat. Do y'all believe this, gang? Allegedly, Javon's mom is saying that Wyatt, okay, so not Warren, but Wyatt got smart with her, and Javon was almost gonna beat up Wyatt. Okay, smash that like button, gang. Let me run it back a little bit. Smash that like button.
It took them at least 15 minutes to bring me the phone.
Hold on, gang. Hold on.
By this time, the boys will start because
Wyatt
started getting jazzy at the mouth. So my son Jalen was like, "Hey, you better watch your tone. Like, don't get smart, my mama." Right. Because we're trying to see what Nolan, because we're trying to figure out why y'all see y'all ass up here chilling and Nolan missing. So that's why I asked again, where's the phone? She's gone. That's when he told me she was going to get it. I said, oh, she must have to go back to Horn Island truck outside. Now, mind you, we had to pass all the cars to walk in the house. It's just it's a bunch of lies. I don't feel the need to, like I said, when they go to the mentioning Javon, I'm going to say and stand up behind mine every single time. As far as me and that nudge shit, I don't feel the need to explain anything to any of y'all.
Smash the like button, gang. Smash the like button, gang. You just flipped. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. She's saying Wyatt got fly with her. When they showed up, she said Wyatt got fly with her. Was Wyatt at the house? I thought that they were on their way. They left there and went to Wyatt's house, didn't they? Smash it. Like, talk to me in the chat, gang. Talk to me in the chat. This is why I'm glad I got a chat, man. I'm so glad. It's a lot to remember. It's a lot to break down. Did they leave there and go to Wyatt's house? Is that when they went and checked the boat? Talk to me in the chat, gang. Is that when they left to go check the boat at Wyatt's house? Because we heard them say that, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they claim, Wyatt or Warren claimed that they left and went to go check the boat at Wyatt's house. Huh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, cream and sherry. I'm not really confused, but I just want to know these timelines. It's just timelines I want to know about. Yeah, it's just different time. I want to know when this happened. Okay, if this happened, did this happen next? What made y'all do this? Smash that like button and salute to everybody in the building, gang. Smash that like button, man. Now, we're gonna stay on that phone in just a second. I'm gonna get back to the phone, but before I'm gonna check in with Nancy Grace and all that. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. His birthday is in about an hour, gang. I want to go here first, though, because Secret Service Sam was on some bullshit earlier, but he might have dropped a gem just a while ago. Secret Service Sam is claiming that the goddamn DA lady is married to a goddamn FBI agent. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Hold on, gang. Hold on.
Update and something that somebody brought to my attention. This is very
Smash that like button,
interesting.
gang.
Angel
Now, this is
McGrath,
good.
the DA
This is good.
in Mississippi,
This is
the
good.
one who is keeping everything so tight to the grand jury, in my opinion, right? And just in my opinion, nobody else's. Allegedly, well, something I found out that somebody brought to my attention is look who her husband is, Scott McGrath, who, this is public knowledge, she shared it on her Facebook, is in the FBI. So it's just interesting. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing out how connected a lot of these people are. We keep saying, like, where is Trash Patel? Where is the FBI on this case?
Wow.
Why are they?
We have been questioning where the fuck is the FBI. We heard a while back the FBI joined the case. We ain't heard shit from the FBI, from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We ain't heard nothing at all. If the DA is married to an FBI agent, man, this shit is all, I'm telling you, gang, this shit is, hey, man, this shit is becoming too fucking much, man. Yeah, this shit is starting. I already had nightmares about this story. If this turn, because y'all keep saying this is a cover-up skull, a lot of people are connected. These are a bunch of people in that community that all know each other, that, you know, it's political, it's, you know, law enforcement, judges. There's no way these dudes are going to jail because they are too connected, Skull. Smash that like button. If it turns out the DA is married to an FBI agent, that's going to be crazy too, because I don't trust the DA, bitch.
They're not taking it more serious? Why are they not taking it over, in fact, from Mississippi? And I just things that make you go, know what I mean? What do you guys think?
Yeah, you
kind of
cooked this
interesting. Secret Service Sam Mount
Yeah.
Sampson for president of the world. Secret Service Sam.
Secret Service, you ugly him up, but he cooked
Here
that
with
time.
the Nolan Xavier Wells.
He cooked that time. He cooked that, yeah. You know what I mean? Like I said, if that information is real,
Graph.
if that information is real, yeah. If this guy is an FBI agent and the DA is married to this guy, man, say, gang, say, man. Yeah, man. If this is real, if this is true. Oh, yeah. If that's true, yeah. I'm telling you right now, that don't like, that don't mean, oh, the evidence is there that they did something to him. Like, you know, like we got a video of them killing them or this and that. But it just makes you feel like, damn, bro. Like this shit is, yeah, these people are connected, bro. Everybody who we look at and don't trust in this case is connected, man. This shit is connected, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building. Yeah. If the DA is married to a goddamn, if she's married to a goddamn FBI agent, then that would explain probably why this investigation is going in circles and you know what I mean, and ain't nobody kicking no doors in and dumping no phones and searching no boats. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. Yeah, shit getting crazy, man. Smash that like button. I want to go here next, gang. Gotta go here next, man. Gotta check. Gotta check in with the final boss of Karen's, man. Yeah. Nancy Grace is the final boss, man. She gonna talk her shit, pop her shit. Some people think she's playing both sides. Some people feel like, nah, she really want justice for Nolan. Let's check in with Nancy Grace, because I heard too that the boy's attorney has sent a letter warning Nancy Grace about the shit she say. I heard that too. Yeah, I seen where the boy's attorney has sent a letter, from what I'm hearing, to Nancy Grace about, you know, about some of the things she's saying on her platform. We know they was just on her platform. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to Arrow. Yeah, shit getting crazy, man. Shit is getting crazy, man. Yeah. Shit is getting crazy. Let's check in with Nancy Grace, because her ass might be getting sued. Don Lemon too. I think they said Don Lemon got a warning too. They say Warren's attorney, you know what I mean? The dude's attorneys are they sending out warning shots right now. They warning everybody, y'all better not fuck around. Y'all better not fuck around with Taylor and Cox. Yeah. Don't fuck around with the Cox brothers.
Gay! Taking a polygraph test.
Nobody's guilty and everybody's a suspect. We don't know the truth yet, but we will.
we have had multiple witnesses reach out to us, 2 confirmed witnesses that saw Nolan Wells on the island around 6 p.m.
Them 2
on
witnesses.
July 4th, well after the Triton, as you said, left around 4:30.
Them
And so
2 witnesses.
those witnesses have went to.
Do y'all believe the 2 witnesses, man? Yeah, I mean, look. The information about the 2 witnesses, gang, whoever they are, I'm guessing this is going to be. I guess it's going before a grand jury, man. I guess the 2 witnesses' statements is going to go before a grand jury. That's why I keep asking y'all, man, what is going to be the buzzer beater that Crump come with, man? It sounds like, the other side. It sounds like they going to the grand jury with a lot. Yeah. It sounds like they going to the grand jury with a lot. What is Ben Crump team and the NAACP, who has now joined the fight? Shout out to the NAACP. They have now joined the fight. What is it that they're going to hand over to a grand jury to get indictments handed down? Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the gang. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. Light a little gas up, y'all. It's Tuesday night, y'all. Put a little gas in the air, man. Smash that like button, man.
Investigators, they've talked to the police, and they've done what they're supposed to do. These witnesses know Nolan. They've known him for a long time. They were able to make a positive ID, and they told that to investigators. They told them that from the very start.
What witnesses? Where? Who, what, where, why, and when? That is a renowned trial lawyer named Tyler Cox, and he is representing the acquaintances of Nolan's that took him to Horn Island.
Let's go.
On their boat, the Triton. Curious, we've seen, hey, let's pull up that video, control room, of everyone getting on the boat before they went to Horn Island.
This is what I want to know.
It's very interesting, evidentiarily.
This is the video from Grandpa's house, right? You know what I mean? This is the video that they put out on the Tatum show. Smash that like button, gang. I want to know where the fuck is the video of them coming back. We all want to know that, gang. Smash that like button.
Okay, here we go. This is from the Officer Tatum show, and you're about to see people. There they are down at the right, and there's actual video of people see the boat at about 1 o'clock. Oh, there we go. Excellent shot, guys. People.
All these goddamn people right here, man. Yeah. We need to hear from all these people right here, man. Look at your boy Eric right there, man. Look at Eric. We see your motherfucking ass, Eric. Yeah. We see your ass, man. Who the little blonde head broad is, man. We need to holler at her, gang. Yeah. Who this little motherfucker over here is, man. But we for sure, I can identify Eric like a motherfucker. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building. It's a couple of females there too, man. A lot of girls there. Girl right here. I think it's a girl right here. I see at least 3 or 4 girls right now in this one scene.
People getting on, people getting off. And it keeps.
They saying they think this is Nolan right here. They say they believe this is Nolan Wells right here. And remember, people are saying, well, what about his shirt and his shoes? Well, look like he do got a shirt and some goddamn slides, some shoes on. He do got a shirt. Yeah. Some people was asking, where was the rest of his stuff? All he showed up with was, with nothing, just a beard. But if that's Nolan Wells right there, then he did have a shirt and some goddamn shoes.
Keeps going to where you see.
Yeah, that's Nolan. He had on some slides and he had on a shirt. And it looked like they finna get on the boat. So I'm guessing this is how he got on the boat.
Everybody that got on the boat. But here's my big question tonight, before I can even get to the alleged witnesses that Tyler Cox is telling us about. Dave Mack, joining me, Crime Stories investigative reporter. Can I see the video again, please? Dave Mack, I'm seeing everybody preparing the Triton to go out, preparing to go.
Big ass hot tub and shit. They're getting freaky over here at Grandpa crib. Yeah. Yeah. Big ass hot tub and shit. Nice ass house.
Out. And this.
Nice house, man. Nice ass house, man. And who is this right here? That's not Nolan Wells.
Shot there down at about 3 o'clock. Okay, keep looking. 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
All girls right here, too, man. A lot of girls was there, man. Where are all these females at? They say they spoke to over 60 witnesses. Yeah, man, a lot of girls there, man. Well, they most definitely had some little chicks come out, man. Yeah. They most definitely had a lot of chicks coming out, man. A lot of females were on these 3 boats.
3 o'clock, and then suddenly you switch to a different camera. There you go. That's the boat. So Dave,
the boat right here, gang. From the videos that we look at, from the videos we've seen, Do y'all think it's the way they could have hid Nolan Wells' body on that boat without us seeing the gang? Some people was hitting me up saying, Sco, the boat can open up. There's an area where you can store shit under the boat or some shit like that. I don't know about this kind of boat. I don't know about a Triton. Do y'all think there's a chance that Nolan Wells' body could have been hid on this boat? Like, you know what I mean? Far as the video we see. Because they're claiming that the video with Wyatt on the phone, that's the actual CETO call. They're saying anything y'all think y'all heard during the CETO call was going on during that video right there. Do y'all, when looking at this boat right here, that's the Triton, when looking at this boat, do y'all feel like it's somewhere that you can hide Nolan Wells' body on this boat? Talk to me, gang. Salute to my chat right now, gang. Talk to me, y'all. Is there a way that they can hide Nolan Wells' body on this boat without us seeing it? Not saying his body. Some people think, nah, Sco, his body wasn't on that boat. It was 2-3 other boats. Do not just follow this boat. Hell, my boy Compton Bomb, I don't know if you're here tonight. He said don't follow the boat at all, man. Follow Katie, man. Follow Katie and you will find out what happened to Nolan Wells. But while looking at this Triton right here, gang, do y'all feel like in that video we seen that Nolan Wells' body could have been on the ground? His body could have been somewhere on the boat where we just did not see it. Smash that like button, gang. Nolan Wells' birthday is in exactly an hour, man. Smash that like button.
Where is the evidence? Where is the video of the boat? Is that Nolan right there? Walking along the light blue shorts, and he at that time had on a white shirt. I think that's Nolan right there. Dave Mack, where is the evidence, the video evidence of them coming back?
Nancy,
Right. That's what we want to know. Where is the video?
we have not seen evidence of them coming back. Remember, 3 boats caravanned out to the island, and then we have different stories about when.
My bad, I muted. Where is the video of them coming back? That's what I want to see. Yeah, where is the video of them coming back from Horn Island? If it's a video of them all leaving, it gotta be a video of them all coming back. Worldwide Blitz, I sent it to you. You sent the video of them all coming back. How come the news don't got it? Nancy Grace don't even got it. Where you get it from? Nigga said I sent it to you. Maybe you're talking about something else. Shout out to John Doe, man. I did some research. Warren said people drown on Horn Island every year, but only one case in the past 20 years besides Nolan. John Dope, man, send that to me, fam. Send that to me. If there hasn't been a drowning on Horn Island in 20 years, you better send that shit to me right now, John Dope. You know what I mean? You better send that goddamn read. It better be no chat GPT shit. Send me some real facts, bro. Yeah, he said, yeah, but John Dope say, he be over here, doing his thing. Shout out to my boy John Dope, man. He said he did his research and nobody besides Nolan Wells has drowned on Horn Island in 20 years. Oh, that's crazy if that's true because, hell, Warren ain't even been alive for 20 years and he said it happens all the time. Yeah, Warren hasn't even been alive for 20 years and he say this shit happens all the time. Smash that like button and salute to John Dope, man. Salute, gang. Salute to John Dope, man. I want to know where is the video of them coming back from Horn Island.
Dave Mack, where is the evidence, the video evidence of them coming back?
Nancy, we have not seen evidence of them coming back. Remember, 3 boats caravanned out to the island, and then we have different stories about when they arrived back on the mainland. But we don't have video of any of them
So we don't
showing
have
back
that
up.
video.
Correct.
Okay, let's circle back to the alleged witnesses that he's a great trial lawyer, by the way. Wins a lot of cases. Is Tyler Cox. He's representing the acquaintances that went to Horn Island with Nolan. I've got to get to the phone, Torpedo, but he's not the only one that says they have witnesses. Listen.
These 2 witnesses, 2 very reliable, very credible, and very upstanding members of the community, they saw Nolan and they've known Nolan for years.
Look at him. Look how they looking at him like, man, this motherfucker a lot good to the bitch, man. I'm not. And some of y'all might say, nah, Sco, maybe it is 2 witnesses that see Nolan. It's hard to believe that when nobody else seen him. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe that we have friends and coaches and a lot of people out there that seem to know him. They say it was other friends out there. How come nobody's seen him? How come none of his friends that we know of or heard about? How come they ain't seen him? Smash that like button, gang. How come they ain't seen Nolan Wells, man? That's all we want to know. 2 witnesses, just 2 fucking witnesses just come out of nowhere. How come they haven't seen Nolan Wells? How come, how come they the only ones that seen Nolan Wells? Nobody else saw him, man. Shout out to Sharon Murphy, man. She said, happy birthday to Nolan Wells, man. You did? Shout out to Sharon Murphy, man. Salute, gang. Shout out to John, too, man. Shout out to my boy John for that cash app, man. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Yeah. Over 500 people on Horn Island. They say it was, plenty of people out there they knew, but yet and still only 2 brand new mysterious witnesses saw Nolan Wells on the island after 4:30.
Years. There's no chance that they made a mistake.
They're upstanding citizens. And how the fuck do you know? Remember, y'all always calling somebody upstanding citizen and shit. They're upstanding citizens. You don't even know none of these dudes, man. Smash that like button. Look how Warren looking at him like, man, sell this shit, dude. Sell this shit, man. Sell it, dude. This motherfucker looks scared. And he looked like, man, man, fuck, dude. If anybody snitched at these two, who would it be? Smash that like button, gang. Who would it be? Would it be Jax? Or what's this guy right here name? Fucking, what's this dude name, man? That's not Morgan, is it? What's that dude name? I'm forgetting his goddamn name. Who do you think gonna snitch out of those two, man? The two at the end down there. Who's gonna tell first, gang? Yeah. Who's gonna tell first, Jax or the other kid? Morgan. Yeah, okay, Morgan. Jax or Morgan? Who do y'all think is gonna tell first, gang? Who looks like they're gonna be? Who looks like they're gonna snitch first, man? Who look like they're gonna snitch first? Smash that like button, gang.
And by the way, this can be corroborated through other evidence, other eyewitness accounts. And that's the end of it right there.
That's from the Officer Tatum show. Susan Hendricks joining me.
John Dope is saying, no, not 20 years. John Dope, you snorting that powder tonight, I can see. So he's doing, nah, man, not 20. That's a big mistake to make, bro. So you tell me nobody has drowned on Horn Island. You know what I mean? In the research, in your research, you said nobody has drowned on Horn Island in 10 years. But yet, Warren said people drown all the time out there.
Veteran, investigative journalist, author of Down the Hill, My Descent into the Double Murder in Delphi. What witnesses?
Donate to the platform.
I understand that there's video and witnesses. One places him there at 5, one places him there at 6. Significance, the Triton, and we can show this by GPS. They are right about this, left Horn Island around 4:30. So if he is spotted, and you can confirm to me, he's spotted there at 5.
Do y'all believe this?
If that video has a timestamp on it, and I can corroborate that, or I can corroborate the witnesses weren't drunk. Hey, let's see that video control room again of Nolan bent over, and all you can see is his blue trunk right there. Now, that's not a very good eyewitness right there, okay? Do I think that's him? Yeah, I do. I do think that's Nolan. But I would tear that up in court. Tear it to shreds. There's all sorts of, you know what? Hold on, Susan Hendricks. Greg Morse joining me, veteran trial lawyer, founder of Morse Legal. He's in the Southern District of Florida, former West Palm Beach public defender, and author of The Untested. Greg, in Florida, as in Georgia, as in this jurisdiction of Mississippi, the code, the official code of Mississippi, annotated, lays out how you establish or cross-examine, same thing, same criteria, an eyewitness, such as, I memorized them. How far were you away from the witness? From the target.
Remember, they never even asked these witnesses, had they been drinking? Had they been on any drugs? Are you motherfuckers sure that was Nolan Wells? Do you motherfuckers think all black people look alike? Did the nigga have a little mini fro and shit? Like, what color was his shorts? Like, we ain't heard nothing that they asked. Like, since you want to tell us that 2 witnesses came out, tell us, what did the witnesses say? Remember, they never said the witnesses. Remember, everybody drunk out there. Everybody out there drunk. Niggas snorting powder. They claim Nolan was on. Remember, they claim everybody was on powder. So how come these 2 witnesses went on powder? Everybody, Nolan Wells, everybody snorting powder. The Coke man is out there. Nolan Wells is kicking it with the Coke man. Everybody big drinking and shit. Modelo's everywhere. Bud Ices and shit. All kind of 4 Locos and shit. They out there getting fucked up. But yet and still, they got 2 just sober-ass witnesses that saw Nolan Wells at 5 and 6 o'clock, and they rocking with that. See, this is where I was going to say, come on, man. Now, gang. Yeah, this is where you start to lose me. Smash that goddamn like button right now, goddammit. Somebody said Nancy looked like Jigsaw. Goddamn, King Hudson, smash that like button. Yeah, I see everything, gang. Sko, let me know you and Nancy Grace smoking K2 mixed with Za. Come on, fam. All right, man. Come on, man. Come on, clown and spirit, man. Come on, I think it's some real news, man. Smash that like button. Salute to you. My chat ain't shit, man.
What was the lighting? Do you wear
Smash that like
glasses? Were
button,
you
gang.
wearing them that night? Were you
This
inebriated?
chat
Had you
ain't
smoked
shit,
pot?
man.
How can you prove that to me? Did anything obstruct your view? Was it daytime or nighttime? What time of the day was it? What were the conditions? You go on and on and on. I mean, you can rattle them off, right? I know
Right,
you
right or wrong.
can.
Salute to
So
Nancy Grace.
how
Absolutely.
do I know the eyewitness can't identify anything except the back of his legs, like
Right or
in
wrong.
that video?
There we shout to Nancy Grace, man. I want to know more about these two motherfucking witnesses, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Were they drunk, man? I mean, I'm sure it was all kind of shit on that island, man. I'm talking about fireworks and shit, man. All kind of shit going on, man. You feel me? All kind of women out there topless and shit, drugs being done, alcohol everywhere, gin and juice and shit. I mean, I bet it was going to vodka. Yeah, I mean, all kind of, I mean, E and J, motherfucking Paul, my son. Man, I bet it was going down out there, man. Mad Dog 2020. Come on, man. It was going down on Horn Island. These two witnesses wasn't doing no drinking, no smoking. They wouldn't participate in no, festival activities. The 250th year anniversary of this country. Everybody on Horn Island, Mississippi getting fucked up. But these two witnesses were just out there sober than a motherfucker when they seen Nolan Wells. But the fucked up part about it is it's not even that. It's that nobody else saw him, though. Nobody else saw Nolan Wells. Just these two mysterious fucking witnesses. I'm not buying that shit, y'all, okay? And if you buy that shit, you the stupid motherfucker, man. If you buy that shit, man. That two witnesses saw him, but nobody else saw him. I don't believe that, man. I mean, I'm not saying what happened. I'm just saying I just don't believe that part right there, fam. Yeah, and then the case had been going on for about 2-3 weeks. About 3 weeks, we was almost a month in when out of nowhere, two witnesses. Man, gang, we got to keep our eyes on the state, man. Keep your eyes on the state.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, there's no details about any identification. It's just a broad statement that other people saw Nolan after the boat left. The video you just showed shows from a view from behind of someone bending over. Did the person have sunglasses on? Were they familiar with who they were actually looking at and identifying? How much had they drank during the day? It was a party scene. That's what usually these boat spots are. There's one by me in West Palm Beach, very similar setup called Peanut Island. So most people also, right? They don't think something's important until after the fact. They're just going about their day, notice people walking by. So from what you showed, that's not a very strong identification from that position, but there's no details.
While I've got you, Greg Morris, let me throw another question at you. And look, I'm not wearing a prosecution or a defense hat. As you know, I'm a crime victim. I would say I'm coming at it from that angle. But I was very disturbed, Greg, when I got wind that there is no criminal investigation. It's been said over and over and over. Why not? We don't know how he died. For instance, if he did have water in his lungs, okay, maybe he did drown. But how did he get in the water? Did he fall in the water? Was somebody, wrestling with him in the water and they held him down? They went, oh, my stars, I killed him and left. Did he hit his head?
Well,
I mean, there's a lot more to it than saying, oh, yeah, he drowned. How can someone state there is no criminal investigation? I understand a grand jury is about to be convened. That doesn't mean there's a crime, but doesn't that suggest to you a grand jury inside the Superior Courthouse, inside the district attorney's office would suggest there is a criminal investigation?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Yeah, I mean, just because the grand jury get involved does not mean it's going to be a criminal investigation, or it is a criminal investigation in this situation. I feel like the goddamn prosecutor is trying to hand this shit down to a grand jury so they can deliver the goddamn bad news. You know what I mean? If the state got anything up their sleeve, if they lying about anything, if something, you know what I mean? If there's anything fishy going on, that's the type of shit you do. Hand it to a grand jury. But, gotta throw a button there. But I'm pretty sure this is what Ben Crump wants, right? Ben Crump wants the grand jury to take a look at this shit and to be able to tell him if this is a criminal investigation, if this is murder. So, I mean, it's really a double-ended sword, man, when you look at the grand jury, man. We don't know who the grand jury is. They probably some old-ass white people. We'll never know who they are. Whatever decision they make will be made, and we can't say shit about it. Man, fuck the grand jury, man. Hold on, gang. Hold on, gang. Take that last part back, gang. Yeah, my bad, gang. Yeah, my bad. Meet the blunt, man. It's almost Nolan Wells' birthday, man. It's almost Nolan Wells' birthday, man. Smash that like button, gang. Yeah, I just lost it, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit it just getting to me how they playing this shit, man.
Well, it would potentially lead someone to believe that, yeah, a criminal investigation was undergoing. However, when we look at how this has played out over the last 6 weeks, how law enforcement has acted, they haven't seized Nolan Wells' phone at this point. In a criminal investigation, law enforcement's going to use those tools to get this information. So this could just be a drowning. I'm sitting down, and this could just be a drowning. And that's why they're looking at it that way, because nothing's told them it's
yet.
But everything's not a crime. It doesn't have to be investigated as a crime.
You're still talking. We've already established that.
Oh, wow. She just hold this nigga, man. Shout out to Nancy Grace, man. God damn. Shout out to Nancy Grace, man. She married. I know her husband is going through hell, man. I hope the nigga got a mean man cave. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man.
You know what? I'm going to let you think about what you just said. I'm going to go to Jeff Shetler joining us. Guys, this is a special guest joining us out of Edisto Island, South Carolina.
Look at this nigga. He looks scared.
He
looks scared than a bitch, man. Nancy Grace ain't no joke, man. But salute to Nancy Grace for asking all the hard questions and really, really breaking down this Nolan Wells investigation as far as online, speaking with different people, the lawyers, everybody, man. Shout out to Nancy Grace.
Handler, author of 5 books. Last one, 2 weeks to operational tracking. I like this one. Red Dog Rising, Canine Trailing, The Straightest Path, Tactical Tracker Teams, The Tao of Trailing. He is at GAK9.com. Question, I get this a lot from the viewers, so you can put it to rest. How long does a person have to be dead before a cadaver dog will pick up on that scent?
Well, honestly, a dog's going to pick up on the live or dead scent as soon as they're out there. So the time frame, from hours to a day or so is really not a big deal. It doesn't matter what type of dog you have that's looking for humans. Within that first 24 hours, either type of dog, a live find or a deceased person dog, is going to be viable. They're going to pick up on anything that's there. The big issue that we have here is primarily the contamination. After the fact, if the dog was placed at the scene initially to search for our victim, then the chances are the success rate would actually be pretty good. The island is very, very small. There's not a lot of hiding places. There's not a lot of places you could go. On the other hand, inside the water might be a different story. We have tide issues and everything else that are occurring there.
So you bring in a scent dog. I would assume you bring in a scent dog first, but the issue with that, in my mind, probatively, like what can I use? How can I use that trial? What's it going to prove for me? I already know Nolan was on the boat to start with.
Well, I mean, what could a cadaver dog do in this situation, gang? Talk to me, man. If y'all feel like Nolan Wells, only if you feel like he was killed and his body was then stored on the boat, or he was on the ground on the boat, or his body was on Bart's boat, or it was on another boat, but he was there for a little while, maybe an hour, 2, 3. If somebody breaks his neck or chokes him out and throw him off the boat, if it happened quickly, or if it happened, within a couple of minutes or whatever, you on a CETO call, we hear "damn it, Bart" and all kind of shit going on. If it happened to him and they threw him off the boat, would a cadaver dog be able to pick up on the scent of Nolan Wells' body on one of these boats if it happened like that? But like I said, some people think no, they left with the body and came back later on. If any of this happened, yeah, I'm not saying it happened this way or that way. I'm just talking about a lot of different, scenarios I heard people putting together online. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. To some of y'all, it's already midnight, so I see people in the chat saying "Happy birthday, Nolan Wells, man." Happy birthday, Nolan Wells, gang. Smash that like button.
So of course the dog is going to pick up Nolan's scent on the boat. That's not hard to figure out. So I know a scent dog is going to pick up on that. But a cadaver dog, what should have been done immediately with a cadaver dog? And I'm putting this out there, not to say woulda, coulda, shoulda. Maybe it happened and we haven't been informed. The press, the media, has no right to information in an ongoing investigation. So this may have been done and we haven't been told. I can only pray. So regarding a cadaver dog, what should have been done, Jeff Shetler, and how should it have been done, and when should it have been done?
Lock down the location. Don't let anybody on there. Get the dogs in. See what type of reaction they have. Every second that goes by, every minute that goes by, every hour that goes by will have an impact on the dog work. when it comes to age of the material, age of the odor, and more importantly, what your contamination factor is. And this is the one big thing that nobody ever really thinks about. They think the dogs are going to be these magical creatures that detect everything that you're looking for. But that's going to be mitigated dramatically by any type of human activity on the scene. That's the first thing that has to happen. So if you're going to use dogs, you need to get them out there right away. They actually have to be one of the first things on scene.
Smash the light button, gang. We know that didn't happen at all.
Hi, guys. Nancy Grace here.
That didn't happen at all.
Scott Morgan, professor of forensics, Jacksonville State
That
University.
didn't happen at all, man.
You can find his.
Yeah, that didn't happen at all, gang. You know what I mean? No cadaver dogs on the boat, man. You know what I mean? I don't think that they've ever sent cadaver dogs on the boat. I don't believe they've ever sent cadaver dogs anywhere near any of those damn boats. 3, 4 of them, however many goddamn boats they had. I don't believe those boats have ever really been investigated, man. So if it was something on the boat, you know what I mean? Would that evidence still be relevant today, gang? Smash that like button, man. I mean, if a grand jury gets involved and say, okay, now we need to investigate this shit. Now it's time to turn up on their ass. Will it be too late, man? Talk to me, gang.
Hit YouTube show Body Bags with Joe Scott Morgan. But most important, he is a death investigator with over 10,000 death scenes under his belt. Isn't it true, Joe Scott, that a cadaver dog, aka a human remains detection dog, can absolutely detect the scent of a dead person as early as 45 minutes to 3 hours after the death because of the cellular breakdown and organic compounds? Could you translate what I just said, which I said in court before,
for real, translate
into regular people talk?
Yeah, so our building blocks are cells, and so the cells begin to break down. And you're right. People don't understand that human decomposition literally begins at a cellular level the moment we're gone, okay? So the two compounds that you're looking for here when it comes to cadaver searches utilizing canine assets are putrescine and cadaverine, or cadaverine as well. And what they are, they're an organic compound that combine as a result of the cellular breakdown, and it gives off a particular odor. Now, to what Jeff was saying just a moment ago, if there is some type of, let's just say, blood evidence, all right, on the boat, that I pray this boat was locked down quickly. If there's a point of impact, say, for instance, on a railing, any of the gunnels in there, those areas in there, and you have blood deposition, guess what happens, Nancy? That blood begins to break down, just like a body does, okay? So you'll have the scent that is there, and it is wholly different than tracking a human, all right? Now, where else would you find it? Well, we know...
Drop a 1 in my chat if y'all believe it was any blood evidence on the boat, gang. Talk to me, fam. If y'all believe it was any blood evidence on the boat, gang, talk to me, man. Because I'm hearing y'all think he was choked out. That's why they took the throat, this, that, and the other. Maybe somebody drowned him. If you think it was any blood evidence on the boat, if you think they went home late night and washed the boat and they panicked and had to clean one of these, whether it was Bart boat, Wyatt boat, whoever, who thinks that it was some blood evidence on one of the boats? Drop a 1 in my chat right now, gang. Talk to me, chat. Drop a 1 in my chat if you feel like it was blood evidence on the boat. Because a lot of people are saying, nah, he was choked out, Sco. They threw him in the water. It was most definitely a choke. It was a chokehold that killed Nolan Wells. Remember, people been saying it online. It was a chokehold. That's why they kept the throat. Do y'all believe that it was blood on the boat? There was some kind of blood evidence that the cadaver dog, all you gotta do is put a cadaver dog on one of them goddamn boats and they're gonna find out that it was blood evidence. Put that, what's it called, luminol. Put that on the boat. Y'all gonna, they will find signs and traces of blood evidence. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute.
That Nolan's remains are allegedly found on the shore, right? They're allegedly right there. Now, we also know, and remember what the second autopsy said, he's in an advanced state of decomposition at this point in time. So the trick is here trying to
that's when he's
understand.
found on the beach. Hold on.
Exactly.
Joe Scott, that's when he's found on the beach. But my understanding, and of course, I'm just a trial lawyer. I'm not a canine expert like Jeff Shetler is, but within minutes to hours, minutes, dogs can pick up on the scent of human decomp. It starts almost immediately. And the dog can smell that.
You can say within 45 minutes, but I have to tell you, there is a lot of variability here, dependent upon a lot of environmental conditions, even the individual that is decomposing. That's going to play into it. So that's not a static number. It's a bracketed number. So you don't know how long it's going to take for this to actually begin to develop.
We also know that well-trained dogs like Jeff Shetler works with can still hit on decomp, even microscopic particles in soil, long after the body has been removed, sometimes years or even decades later, depending on the condition. But as Shetler just pointed out, in these conditions where the surface of the boat is exposed to water, to wind, to contamination, not so much. I'm going to circle back to Jeff in just a moment regarding any possibility of tracking human decomp or human scent on Horn Island. The thing is, we know he was there. So we know the dogs will hit on him being there alive. But what about dead? I also want to clear something else up, and this is really important. Greg Morse, these acquaintances that went out on the beach, I'm not razor locked on them.
Come on, Nancy Cook.
I'm looking at them. I'm looking at everybody. Who are these two witnesses?
There we go.
If they are telling the truth, that Nolan Wells was on Horn Island at either 5 or 6 o'clock, then the acquaintances on the Triton are in the clear, because Morse, I know based on their GPS what time they left the island.
But how the fuck do we ever trust these witnesses, Nancy? You're not cooking right now, sweetheart. Come on now. Right, Nancy, how do we trust these witnesses, man? Anybody can come out and say, yeah, we seen them. What time? 5 o'clock? What time? 6 o'clock? Just so happened times that most definitely are not 4:30. You know what I mean? 4:31. You know what I mean? Right after that, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? We seen them. Man. I just have an issue with that, man. You feel me? I just have an issue with that, man. Now, that shit just sounds fake to me, man. Y'all know me. I call it up the middle. I'm very unbiased about this situation, about this case. You know what I mean? When I see bullshit on either end, I call it out. But, yeah, I mean, these two mysterious witnesses, if that's what they finna go off of, if that's going to be the, you know, the goddamn smoking gun for his friends to say, oh, yeah, we left without him. That's the proof that we left and he was still there. That just don't seem right to me, man. So y'all see him on the beach. Nobody saw him die. So y'all saw him there at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Y'all saw him out there on Horn Island. Then he just disappeared. He just died. Nobody saw shit. Only 2 people saw him, though. Nobody see him die. There's hundreds of people out here. Nobody else saw him but 2 people, and nobody seen him die. Nobody seen him drown. Nobody saw him disappear. That shit just, yeah, I don't know about Nancy Grace. I'm not for sure about Nancy Grace. I'm not for sure about Don Lemon. Nobody. Willie D. Nobody. But nigga, I don't believe that shit.
So we have to keep our minds open as to what, who, what, where, why, the whole shebang.
Now,
We
fuck
can't
all that.
lock in on those acquaintances if they had already left and he's still on the island. Is that true? I don't know. But it could be, right? Many an investigation has failed because the prosecutor did not keep their mind open as to potential suspects, right?
Well, that's 100% right. You know, the police have to keep an open mind here. It's not even a criminal investigation. So 6 weeks approximately has gone by. The folks that were on the boat with Nolan, nothing has come out even remotely to indicate they were involved in some foul play at this point at all. They're just people that went out to this island with their friend. It appears their friend may have stayed afterwards and, you know, maybe a tragedy happened. Maybe something else happened that wasn't involving them.
A tragedy did happen.
6
Nolan
weeks.
Wells is dead, and I'm going to find out how. But I tell you
Sure,
what,
but you're talking
I
about
am
6
curious
weeks.
About
Nancy Grace says she gonna find out how, goddamn it. Yeah. Nancy Grace just says she's going to find out how, man. Not the state of Mississippi, man, but Nancy Grace is going to find out. You did? Yeah. She said she investigated harder than they are, man. Smash that like button, gang. It was fuck the DA, man. Throw a middle finger in the chat, man. Smash that like button.
This
Why no
This is
polygraphs have been
isolated.
taken? I'm just
Why?
very curious.
But why?
But many
Why?
defense
For
lawyers
what?
wouldn't dream of letting their
They're
client
not
take calls.
suspects.
Let me get to the
But
phone.
Nancy, you're turning
Oh, dear
a
Lord.
what's
Of
not a
course they're
criminal
not suspects. You said
investigation
that
and
10
want the
times. You're wasting
trappings
my
of
time.
one.
Stop it.
But when you talk about
I see
polygraph,
his lips moving. He's
Oh,
talking.
wow.
Okay, yeah, just keep him just like that.
Just hold him real quick. Damn, Nancy Grace. Smash it like we had just hold that dude real quick. Damn, Nancy. Right, damn. Nancy Grace ain't no joke, man.
Being accused of
Damn.
wrongdoing.
Nancy Grace ain't no joke.
Because they
Damn.
haven't handed the phone over yet. What happened back on, I've got a big note here, phone July 15. Isn't that when the family had a meeting and said, yes, you can have the phone, but they want independent examiners there at the same time, right? Tell me July 15, what happened?
July 15th, the attorney for the parents of Nolan met and said, yes, we want to give over the phone, but we want someone in the middle here, someone from the outside, an expert to analyze the phone. It appeared everyone agreed. Then all of a sudden they get a letter saying, we want the phone and you have 24 hours to send it over. The DA sent that. And the parents were out of town and said, wait, we don't have the time to do that. Hence the narrative that they're not cooperating. Now, they say, Nolan's parents, look, we have our experts on standby. This week, pick a day. And not to mention, on the 19th would have been Nolan's 19th birthday. A difficult week for the family, but they say, hey, we'll give up his cell phone. We want someone, a mediator, if you will, an expert in the middle.
Right. And like I said, today is the 18th, and I'm not for sure if it's today or, or tomorrow, but I'm hearing that today the family was supposed to meet up again and that the phone, that I'm believing this shit is, I'm thinking, and I could be totally wrong. I'm thinking things popped off today. I'm hoping today they had a chance to sit down with the phone, or at least to meet up and schedule a time this week to meet up with the phone. So I'm thinking that phone evidence, they should be going through that phone real soon here, gang. Yeah. I think we will hear about that phone. I know Ben Crump got to tell us something, man. Come on, Ben Crump. Right now, the DA's office has sealed this shit, but you've been very transparent with the people when it comes to things that y'all find out. Like the autopsy and different things. So I hope no matter what it shows, whether they went through the phone or not, I hope Ben Crump shares that with us, because we know the DA's office ain't gonna tell us shit.
Well, this is interesting what you just said. Joe Scott Morgan, professor of forensics, Jacksonville State University, which I've been there, and it is a world-class Crim Pro division. Whole building, whole floor is set up just to recreate scenes. And I was so impressed by it.
I'm actually stopped right there with Nancy Grace, man. But she did make some good points about that witness, man, about the two witnesses, gang. I don't like the shit. You feel me? Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Young player birthday is in what, like 30 minutes out here in Texas, man. I'm in Texas. I'm on Texas time, man. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, it's 11:32 out here, gang. Yeah. It's 11:32 Texas time. What time is it in Mississippi? We have the same time, right? We have the same time in Mississippi, I'm pretty sure, right? Smash that like button, gang. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. I disagree with the witness evidence, gang. I don't fuck with it. I don't like it, man. But yet and still, that doesn't show any physical proof that somebody did something to Nolan. Now, let me check in with Uncle one more time. I'm going to give Uncle another chance, man. We checked in with Uncle earlier. Uncle Reed's slow in the motherfucker, man. Shout out to Uncle Willie D, man. Shout out to the Ghetto Boys. Shout out to Bushwick Bill. Rest in peace, Bushwick Bill. Shout out to Scarface, Jay Prince, Rap-A-Lot, The Mob. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Let's check in with Uncle, man, because Uncle say that, it's a dude. It's scientific proof. It's scientific proof that Nolan Wells might have been dumped. Smash that like, but let's check in with this white dude, man. Let's check in with the fake Tony Romo right here, man. Let's check in with the fake Tony Romo, who says he has scientific proof that Nolan Wells' body was indeed dumped. Smash that like button, gang.
Or biology. Starting with this, Cajun Navy official Brian Trasher actually says that he was stunned that when Nolan Wells was found, he did not appear to be bloated whatsoever. He was face down, but he didn't appear to be bloated. But why? Now, we know this general area of Horn Island is known as a washing machine. So here, in the dynamic maritime environment, such as a washing machine currents off Horn Island, hydraulic forces override buoyancy physics, which means powerful undercurrents, rough surf, or shifting tides can mechanically sweep a sunken body off the seafloor and churn it back up to the surface, even if the body is still completely unbloated. But here's the big one. This is the one that I want everyone to pay attention to. You may actually skip the whole sinking process in general. If an individual is unalive before their body enters the water from a medical emergency, foul play, or trauma on a boat, their lungs may still be fully inflated with air. Because their lungs are never filled with water, the body preserves its natural buoyancy and can float face first on the surface immediately, skipping the initial sinking phase entirely, which now brings to question, he was found face down. He wasn't bloated, which means he skipped possibly the sinking phase. Then how come no one saw him on July 5th until July 6th? It's really starting to prove my theory of he was dropped off there.
Yeah, he came with some scientific cooking. Yeah, man. He came with some scientific cooking, man.
See,
one more time.
Unalive before their body enters the
One more time.
But here's the big one.
Right here.
This is the one that I want everyone to pay attention to. You may actually skip the whole sinking process in general. If an individual is unalive before their body enters the water from a medical emergency, foul play, or trauma on a boat, their lungs may still be fully inflated with air. Because their lungs are never filled with water, the body preserves its natural buoyancy and can float face first on the surface immediately, skipping the initial sinking phase entirely, which now brings to question, he was found face down. He wasn't bloated, which means he skipped possibly the sinking phase. Then how come no one saw him on July 5th until July 6th? It's really starting to prove my theory of he was dropped off there.
Man, yeah. He cooked, man. He cooked. Yeah, man. He cooked. He cooked. He's saying basically, when you look at the way Nolan Wells was found, face down, body not bloated. Nobody saw him allegedly on the 5th. He's saying that's evidence that Nolan Wells was dumped there, man. He's saying Nolan Wells was dumped there. Nolan Wells was either thrown in the water on the 5th, maybe late night on the 5th, or Nolan Wells' body was just dumped on the shore. Hey, man. Hey. So you can't deny no scientific shit, man. Smashed, yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I fuck with it. Yeah, I fuck with the research. Not saying that that's how it happened, but I like that, man. Because basically telling us, man, the way Nolan Wells' body was found is suspicious. If he was in the water for damn near 2 days, his body would have been bloated. He's saying scientifically, this shit ain't making no goddamn sense, man. He said, yeah. The fake Tony Romo is saying scientifically, this shit doesn't make sense, man. If y'all look deep into this, the way he was found, that's not saying he drowned for 2 days. That's saying somebody dropped his ass off. Smash that like button and salute to everybody in the building, gang. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody in the goddamn building, man. Smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button. Let me see. Hold on real quick, gang. Hold on real quick. And y'all crazy as hell too. Some of the shit y'all sending me, man. Who sent me this shit right here, man? Y'all crazy as hell. Some of the shit y'all be sending me, man. Who sent me this shit right here, man? But who sent me this?
Good boy for master. Don't send Toby away. Toby be good field hand master.
What the fuck is it?
That's all right, Toby.
Man, come on, man.
You be a good field hand. You can stay here. Toby stay. Toby stay.
Now, what is this, man? Who sent this shit, man? Who sent this, man? I'm being for real. Who sent this shit, man?
Toby be good boy for master. Don't send Toby away. Toby be good field hand master. That's all right, Toby. That's all right. You be a good field hand. You can stay here. Toby stay. Toby stay.
Hey, say, man, y'all stop sending me shit like this, gang. Yeah. Y'all stop sending me shit like this, gang. Yeah, y'all stop sending me this kind of shit, man. Yeah. Y'all stop sending me this kind of shit, man. Every night it's some shit, man. Instagram, X. Y'all be sending me the craziest shit. Facebook, Messenger, man. God damn. Nah, I'm bullshit. Y'all keep sending that shit. Yeah, I'm bullshit. Y'all keep sending me this kind of shit, gang. Here go Leonard Washington. This nigga be pissed off. We need a complete series, fam. Oh, shout out to Leonard Washington, man. Shout out to my nigga Leonard Washington. We need a complete series of this shit, man. Shout out to my guy Leonard Washington, man. Salute, gang. Salute. Salute to everybody in the game. Now, off the Tatum gang, I know a lot of people online, most definitely ain't fucking with Tatum. You feel me? Tatum went out there, of course. You know what I mean? He's speaking for the other side. And Tatum been dodging some beef, though, man. I've been peeping game. It's a female online that's been really trying to get in contact with Tatum, and he running from her. I forgot what her name is. There's a female online. What's her name right here? There she go. Miss Figaro, Teslin Figaro. This woman been looking for this nigga, and he ducking and dodging the smoke from his woman, man. She got some real questions she want to ask him about his investigation into the Nolan Wells situation. He been ducking and dodging this woman right here, man. He been ducking and dodging her. And I'm hoping and praying that one day this sister get a chance to speak with Officer Tatum. And you see him on the Elliott Connie show. Shout out to Elliott, man. DFW's on Elliott. Shout out to everybody, man. Hell, he from the DFW. This nigga from the DFW. I'm not for sure where she's from, but yeah, 2 Dallas niggas, man. Two Dallas Fort Worth niggas, man. But Elliott, he went on Tatum went on Elliott's show, but Elliott didn't bring up the Nolan Wells situation for real. But at least he went over there. And this female right here, Teslin Figaro. Yeah, Teslin Figaro. Teslin Figaro is upset because she been covering that Nolan Wells case, doing her thing on Instagram. I've been checking her out. And she want to know, why won't Tatum sit down with her like he will Nancy Grace and Don Lemon and Elliott and, Chris Como. She want the smoke with Tatum. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
If you want a good bourbon,
let me see.
She gives us. I didn't know that was a black woman, but
smash
anyway,
like
the
button.
lady named Teslin, so I know her name, and she's on an interview with a guy named Elliott, who's not a doctor, and they're talking about me.
Smash that like button, gang. So they say well, Elliott is a psychotherapist. He's a doctor. Well, Tatum is saying that the nigga's not a doctor, man. We don't know if Tatum lying or not, man. Yeah, shout out to the psychotherapist, man. And nigga, what's my boy Elliott, man. Shout out to my guy Elliott. We've been watching him since the beginning of this Nolan Wells investigation. Shout out to my guy Elliott, man. Yeah, he says Elliott is not a goddamn doctor. Smash that like button, gang.
Now, here's some of the things that they said. I haven't watched it. My team watched it. They presented it to me, so I know it's got to be something that I may want to hear. All right. First of all, Elliott, I went on his show in good faith.
Oh, yeah. He went on Elliott's show, and Teslin been looking for Tatum. So I guess Elliott and and Miss Figaro, linked up, and now she's begging for that smoke with Tatum. She feels like Tatum is full of shit. He's lying. You know what I mean? He's quick to represent these young men out there on Horn Island, or Nolan's friends, and she feels like everything he's doing is some coon bullshit. Like, you don't even know these dudes. You just jumped the gun and did it because it's black and white. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
Because
why is Tatum
although
ducking this
things
smoke,
he said about me, I disagree with wholeheartedly. He wasn't extremely disrespectful and unprofessional. So I said I can go on and maybe have a productive conversation. This young lady, Teslin, is cussing and acting a fool and doing shenanigans type of stuff. And I don't want to get into an argument with a woman that's not acting in good faith and is ghetto.
Well, hold on. What the fuck? This nigga talk like a straight white man, fam. I heard her speak a couple of times, but I didn't really hear her going off or cussing and like that. Yeah. This nigga talk like a white man. Yeah. This nigga Tatum swear you're a white boy, fam. This nigga talk just like a motherfucking white man, fam. God damn, Tatum. Yeah. Smash that like button. Why is he ducking and dodging her, though? Yeah. Sit down with this sister, man. Tatum, don't be afraid of black people, fam. Don't be afraid to come sit down with a brother like me or a sister like her. Come sit down with your people sometimes and break down while you do what the fuck you're doing. Smash that like button. Put some color in my chat. Salute to everybody. But again, hit the cash app. Donate to the platform, gang.
It's a waste of my time. I'm a boss out here. I'm not some little YouTuber that's just getting started out. I do this for a living. I have respect.
Oh, shit.
And I also have credentials. I've done research.
Oh, shit.
I've been around the world. You name it. I don't want to waste my time with people who want to argue with me in poor faith. I honestly think Elliott wants to argue with me to get his views up, which is fine because I'm not ducking from anybody. I go anybody show anytime to talk about this Nolan Wells case. The funny
Do y'all believe that, man? It is, man. I wish Tatum would pull up over here, fam. It is. I most definitely got some questions, but most importantly, my gang got some questions. It is. I got some questions. I got a few questions, but nah, I'm not gonna fuck it up for y'all. Oh yeah, I got some questions, Tatum, but mainly my gang. That's who I do it for. I'm gonna get my shit off. I'm gonna get my questions off. I got about maybe 10 questions. Then I'm gonna hand you over to the gang. Yeah, then I hand you over to the gang, man. You know what I mean? That's when shit gets crazy. Smash that like button, gang. And you never know who we can get on the show. I'm gonna tell you that. Don't be surprised when we can get on this platform. You know what I mean? We got some crazy guests. Yeah, I had Tiger King on the show one night. Yeah, I had the fucking Tiger King on the show one night. A bunch of white folks up here arguing and shit, fighting over the Tiger King residuals. And man, it was a crazy. Y'all, hey, look, if you ain't ever seen my show, gang, we didn't have some wild ass shows from Charleston White to you name it. I done had some of the wildest shows in the history of the internet. I'm talking about live stream. This shit is happening live. So you never know who we can get on this platform, gang. Smash that like button.
thing is that Elliot didn't want to talk to me about Nolan Wells. He wanted to talk to me about me
I
and
had
try to
Joe
give me a fake
Exotic on the
diagnosis
show.
of who I am. This young lady claims she want to talk about Nolan Wells. You know, in good faith, if she wanted to have a good faith conversation, I don't care. There's nothing. Listen, I want people to understand. There's no vested interest in this for me. I went out there. They wanted to be interviewed by me. I validated, verified everything that they said. I did an interview for them to tell the world what they told me. That's it. I'm not going to. There's no jail time for me in this.
Yeah, it's a bunch of money in it for you, nigga. You know what I mean? And some people think a bunch of coonery. It is, yeah. Some people think it's a bunch of money and coonery in it for you. Some people think this is right up your lane, fam. This is the type of content you want. If you can defend some white folks from some black folks, that's your kind of motherfucking content. You wouldn't do it any other way. Fuck defending some black folks. Fuck that. Hell no. Black people are victims in cases, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm only covering when white people, you know what I mean, get down on black people, they're innocent. Or I'm only covering when white people are victimized by black people. We know how you get down, Tatum. Smash that like button, gang. The girl, Regina Gold. Oh, don't forget about that, John Doe. That's a classic. Regina Gold was a classic. R. Kelly and Aaliyah daughter came on the show. Black is Miss Seeley. But she say she was R. Kelly daughter and Aaliyah daughter, man. That was totally disrespect to Aaliyah for me even bring her on here. Smash the like button, gang. Back to the Nolan Wells situation. Today, Tedlin Figaro is looking for goddamn Brandon Tatum, but it sounds like he dodging the smoke. He don't want to talk to a real sister.
I wasn't on Horn Island.
Look at that nigga. Look at that nigga tucking and dodging. Look at him.
After this case is resolved, I'm going to go back to living my life with my family, and the next story is going to come up. There's no vested interest for me to have anything to say but to tell you what they told me. It's really that simple. And I don't like the fact that
y'all fucking hate this nigga, bro. If you rock with Tatum, put a 1 in the chat, man. Yeah, if you rock with Brandon Tatum, Officer Tatum, Eastwood, a goddamn Stop 6 Tatum, Fort Worth Tatum, Murder Ben Tatum. Yeah. Yeah, if you rock with Murder Ben Tatum, let me know in the chat right now, gang. Put a 1 in the chat. You feel like, nah, man. Tatum just did his job, man. Tatum got some interviews. He gave them dudes a voice. You know what I mean? Tatum just did his job by going out there and investigating the situation and listening to their side of it. Smash that like button, gang. Drop a 1 in my chat. You fuck with Tatum.
And people are getting blamed in this situation unnecessarily.
Okay.
That's my position.
Okay.
But let's see what they have to say. This is the first time I've heard this. Roll it.
You were watching my interview with former Officer Tatum last week, and you were watching with Nolan Wells' parents, which I want to ask about in a minute.
Why they watching
first
my
question
interview?
I want to ask you is,
we didn't even talk about Nolan.
What was your response to being
y'all don't
referred
fucking
to
at all.
as super ghetto?
Oh, I loved it. And you and you probably have to do a whole session on me to you probably will tell me better what my response is. And again, thank you for being here.
Session on me.
Charlemagne named me the Hood Whisperer, Black Effect. I see you have your Black Effect gear on. As you know, I have a
Time out.
podcast on.
I said she was ghetto. She gets titled the Hood Whisperer. What is different? What is different from when I said you super ghetto and they call you the Hood Whisperer?
Like some gas up, man. It's almost Nolan Wells' birthday, man. It's a lot going on, fam. It's a lot going on, bro. Yeah. It's a lot going on, fam. Salute to Dallas hip hop in the building, man. Salute, you did. Salute to goddamn Dallas hip hop. Salute to Skull Gang Toy. Skull Gang Toy says it's a big difference, you dumbass. Smash that like button, man. Salute to everybody better, man. Yeah, Tatum, man, he take anything. He gonna run with it. Smash that like button. Yeah. They call the hood whisperer, but he's saying that makes you ghetto. All right, man. Yeah, I mean, this is the woman that Tatum is dodging. I mean, it's crazy that he's doing this. Like he's reacting to her interview with Elliot. But yet and still he will not step in the ring with Tesla and Figaro. Man, jump in that ring with her, fam. Hear this sister out, man. You know, man, she ghetto, hood, whatever, man. She's for her people. Hear this sister out. Stop being afraid of real black people, fam. Yeah, some of y'all talk to black folks like Don Lemon and Elliot, but stop being afraid of real black people. You know what I mean? People that have been through some real black people shit.
How is what me saying any different than what the names people are giving you? Now watch how she act, because she probably her ghetto side probably come out.
On the Black Effect Podcast Network.
I do too. Family therapy. Everybody go check it out on Black Effect Podcast Network. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, iHeartRadio. Let's go.
Subscribe, like. So Charlemagne named me the Hood Whisperer because, and I've always had these different mantras, but he did that because of my ability to be able to speak to various different walks of life, and not from a standpoint of, I know them, or I learned about them, or I've interviewed enough of them. And when I say them, I'm talking about the least of these, the disenfranchised, those who have been not selected, those who have been, ejected, if you will. Those are the ones that live in the ghettos. Now, it's not a term that we typically use today.
Okay.
But if you look at the historical word of ghetto, and why Too Short wrote the ghetto, and why Willie D and Scarface, our good friends, are the ghetto boys, and
okay.
And all of those things when we talk about the ghetto and what happens, in those environments.
So you're a ghetto.
This nigga here ain't shit, man.
So you're a ghetto. Okay, where are you going with this? All right, next clip.
And so he named me that as somebody that gets it. So when he said super ghetto, and again, I hear this all the time. Oh, she's ghetto. Oh, she's an angry black woman. All of the tropes. I lean into those things. I remove the power away from it immediately because I lean into it. So if you say, oh, she's super ghetto, I looked at it as a superhero. Not only do I stand for the least of these in the ghetto, I do it in a super way. So when you look at the definition of super, what it means to be super, and what the ghetto is, I know he wanted to use it in a negative way, but if we look at what the ghetto is, I am proud to be able to say that I stand for the least of these. So although I appreciated you defending me, that was great. Did
she make any sense to y'all? Drop a 1 in the chat. Y'all understand what this sister is talking about? Drop a 1 in my chat. Yeah, this is Sister Brandon Tatum been ducking and dodging. She says she want to get in the ring with him for his online, sit down interview, one-on-one, whether it's Zoom, whatever. She want to sit down and talk to Tatum. Do y'all understand where this sister is coming from and what she's saying right now? If you don't, nigga, say that. If you don't understand what the fuck, drop a 2. If you like, nigga, I don't understand what the fuck she talking about, man. This is some bullshit. Drop a 2 if you don't understand what the fuck she talking about. Hey, don't be acting in this chat, gang. Yeah. Some of you motherfuckers in here ain't shit, man. I want to get that out the way real quick, man. Yeah. Stop all the bullshit, man. If you understand her, drop a 1 in that chat. If you don't, drop a motherfucking 2 and stop playing games, gang. Yeah. Get serious.
Come from that lens.
Get serious.
No, she's not ghetto. Dealing with a woman that actually...
No. I said don't call her that.
Okay,
like, I'm not saying you're not ghetto, because I'm like you. I'm proud to be where I'm from. And
there's a lot of women that need to see a black man basically check another one.
He just said, I just said don't call her that. I'm not saying you're not ghetto. So he's saying she's ghetto. She says she's ghetto. I don't want to argue with somebody that want to be ghetto. I want to argue with somebody that want to have a good faith conversation, because I'm a grown adult. I'm a husband with children and a professional business owner. I don't want to waste my time with people cussing and acting a fool. All right, let her finish.
I just went ahead and ordered the cape, though, as you know. I ordered the cape on Amazon.
But if y'all don't believe that's true, go follow this woman. If you don't already, follow her on IG. She literally ordered a cape and has now created the character Super Ghetto Teslin Figaro. Like this.
These people literally are grifting off of the conversations about me. I called her Super Ghetto on another show. She gets a cape now and want to have a personality. They literally are leveraging their conversation and hatred towards me to build a brand for themselves. Out of all your career, you just now got a cape because I said something.
Say, smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button, man. Yeah. Smash that like button. This whole shit is crazy, fam. Yeah. Yeah, this shit is crazy as fuck, fam. This whole shit is crazy, bro. So people are saying Tatum is making money off this situation. He's a grifter. He's out making money, but Tatum is claiming it now. People are using him to make money in the Nolan Wells situation. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody.
And this dude, his only popular videos is talking about me. Now, I don't care because I'm way beyond these people, right? These people are right down here. We're getting 200 million views a month on Instagram. Like I'm reaching people all over the world. I've been doing this for like 8 years, billions of views. These people are just starting their career off on social media. So I'm not in any way concerned about nothing they're doing. I do want to have conversations with people across the aisle in good faith. Teslin was on an interview with me on a Fox show. I had no problem with that. It was not Fox, it was Newsmax. And what was she on there? Being ghetto. And I'm like, yeah, this girl is so unprofessional and weird. Like, can you have a reasonable conversation? We don't need to get on there and act like we in the hood. It's so immature to me. But anyway, it's the last clip. Roll it.
Okay, actually, no, before we even do that, and I haven't asked you this privately, how did the parents experience watching my interview with
Time out. Why is his parents watching the interview and we didn't talk about Nolan not one time? Elliot told me in the DM, I can show it to you if you guys want to, that I said, hey man, you should interview me since you got my name in your mouth all day. All right, what do you want to talk about? I said, I want to talk about what you said about me.
Do y'all think Tatum is just fucking grifting, man? Smash the like button, gang. Yeah. Yeah. Do y'all feel like Tatum is just grifting off his situation? He say people are grifting off him. Do y'all feel like Tatum is just grifting off his situation? We got like 3 minutes to Nolan Wells' birthday, man. Smash that like button, gang. We got like 3-4 minutes. About 3-4 minutes is actually Nolan Wells' birthday, gang. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Where is the Nolan Wells case to y'all, gang? We got to think about it. When you look at the Nolan Wells case, where is the Nolan Wells case right now, gang? What's going on with it, man? It's Nolan Wells' birthday. Let me see. Hold on. I want to do something too, gang. Smash that like button, man. Yeah, smash that like button. Let me do something real quick, gang. Give me 1 second, man. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go to my channel. I'm going to drop that link in the chat for just a little bit, man. If anybody want to come for it, just say happy birthday to Nolan Wells, man. Smash that like button, gang. Yeah, if anybody want to say happy birthday to Nolan Wells, or even just speak on the situation right now, gang. Speak on the case. Jump in my chat. Now, but I got specific questions I want to ask y'all. I'm not letting y'all just go anywhere with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not just letting y'all go in. I got questions I want to ask y'all. I want y'all just to go anywhere with it, gang. Don't just run off with it. Yeah. Don't just run off with it tonight, gang. Let me ask y'all specific questions tonight about the Nolan Wells situation. I just want to see if y'all can, you know what I mean, just go there with me. Don't just jump up here and start talking about anything, gang. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. When y'all done with this, if you didn't go watch my Mo 3 video, gang, I just put some Mo 3 content up. Make sure y'all leave here and go directly and watch my Mo 3 video that I just dropped early, like right before this live, gang. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Let me see. Hold on. What am I looking for? It's something I'm looking for. It's something I'm looking for. Yeah, I'll just go here. Hold on. I got something. I'll just go here. Yeah, smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, guys. It's like I said, what? Maybe 10 minutes? Not 10 minutes, but the 3 minutes, 2 minutes to Nolan Wells' birthday. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. I pinned that link in the chat, man. If y'all want to pop up, man, I pinned that link in the chat tonight, gang. If y'all want to pop out, man. You know what I mean? When it comes to the Nolan Wells situation, I got a couple questions I want to ask you tonight, man. You know what I mean? We done ran through there. There's a lot of things we waiting on, but when it comes to the Nolan Wells situation, man, y'all pop out, talk to me, gang. Let's break some shit down, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Like I said, happy birthday to Nolan Wells, man. Yeah. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells, man. This story has been like all over the place. I mean, this shit is everywhere. I feel like the Nolan Wells story most definitely, you know what I mean, has taken over the internet for the last 30, 45 days. And it's just like to see his birthday come up from not to be here, man. That is crazy. Toya, what's good, gang?
What up, Uncle? Can you hear me?
I hear you, gang. Talk to me, gang. What's good, gang? Nolan Wells' birthday is coming up. You know what I mean? How you feel about the case, Toya? I mean, do his family look like they're getting justice? I mean, what is it looking like to you?
Man, I seen his mama post today, and she was just like, we still just got one question. What happened to Nolan Wills, you know? And it's been like 45 days since he passed away. And we still really, if you really look at it, we still at square one. We can throw shit at the walls and see what stick all goddamn day. But to be honest, we really at square one. You know what I mean?
Hold up, Toya. So, I mean, what about the Cito call? Shout out to Shunny. Happy birthday, Nolan Wells. I hate this happened to him. Justice for you, baby. Thank you. So, shout out to Shunny, man. Shout out to Shunny. Toya, I want to ask you this, Toya. You know what I mean? When it comes to the Cito call, I mean, is that any solid evidence? You know what I mean? Like, what solid? Tell me, what's the most solid piece of evidence in the Nolan Wells case, as far as the guys he went to the island with, you know, doing something to him? What's the best evidence?
That they had his phone. To me, I think that they had his phone. That's the only solid evidence that I can see that they had his phone.
Is that really evidence, though? I mean, could he have left his phone on the boat? Is that really evidence?
If it was one of us, hell yeah, it's evidence. You just got caught with a white boy that's dead's phone. Yeah, if it was one of us, yeah, that'd have been evidence. But because Nolan Wells is melanated and they Caucasoid, you know, shit looking crazy. But hell yeah, in a normal, investigation, them having his cell phone would have been enough evidence to keep probing. Their story keep on changing back and forth, flip flopping. That creates a suspect. They are suspects, and they're not being investigated as such. So that's why we still at square one. Like we, as the public, can keep moving forward in the investigation, but if the police ain't moving forward in the investigation and they still not investigating this being a homicide, then we forever stuck at square one.
Shit, man. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells, too, man.
Happy birthday to Nolan Wells.
Yeah, man. Yeah, happy golden birthday, Nolan. Okay, shout out to Amanda's, man. Who to Amanda's? Yeah, goddamn happy birthday, man, to Nolan Wells, man. Let me see. Taji. You in the building, Taji?
Yo, what up? What's good?
What's good, fam? Hey, bro, you know, happy birthday, Nolan Wells. It's Nolan Wells' birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Nolan Wells, man. When I get off, put something in the air.
Okay, yeah. Put something in there for the young G, man. Tell me this, bro. You know, do you feel like they're getting closer to finding out what happened to Nolan Wells right now, his 19th birthday? How do you feel? Are they any closer to finding out what really happened to Nolan Wells, man?
Man, like I said before, until we get these autopsy results, man, I don't know what the hell is going to happen. We need these autopsy results, man. That's what we need. I'm not satisfied with what Ben Crump got going. I mean, he put he's shedding some light to some shit that's going on. But until we get these autopsy results, I feel like we just going around in a damn circle once again. So, yeah, like what the young lady was saying before, we got the phone. You know, that's one strike. But that's all we got. We don't know how he died. So until we get this autopsy results, man, I feel like we just going around in the damn circle, man.
So you saying, man, until we find out exactly his cause of death, how he died, at least the toxicology report to find out what was in his system. We need to find out, you know, what was going on with his body. You know what I mean? What was really, you know what I mean? What was the results of his findings?
So I'll tell you this real quick. If he had anything in his system, now the investigation, it goes a different direction. Who provided them the drugs and the alcohol? So let's say it is some shit in his system.
Right.
Who provided them the drugs and the alcohol? You know, so now the investigation goes a different angle if he has something in the system. But we need to find out how this brother died first.
Now, so you saying if he had some alcohol in the system, we got to investigate like who gave me. He could have got a beer from here, a beer from there, or some out the cooler over here. Like we really investigate who gave him some alcohol.
I mean, he an athlete. I don't think he drinking this shit like that. I don't think he's smoking like that. I think it comes to stuff like that, not to be disrespectful, but I think he a little bit of a square. I don't think he's doing shit like that.
Hold on, fam. Don't ever think them squares don't party, fam. Please, bullshit. Them square. We just seen 14 white boys at Penn State look like fucking nerds slanging the most cocaine.
Yeah,
ever.
yeah, you right.
Nerds, yeah, them white kids, man. And he went to a college with black kids, but he had white friends and black friends. He a college student, bro. Nah, Nolan Wells, I'm sure he party, fam. Not saying he was on no cocaine or staggering drunk, but nah, he a college student. Nah, he most definitely party. All that athlete shit, I be hearing y'all. But I be like, shit, even the athletes party too, goddamn it. Y'all like fucked up, nigga. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Hey, what do you think about the phone, fam? What do you think about the phone evidence? Do you think that phone call, I mean, not the phone call, but do you think the phone extraction will be the smoking gun? Do you think they deleted something out of Nolan Wells' phone? Happy birthday to Nolan Wells, gang. Todd, you hear me?
Yeah, my fault. Again, that's one piece of evidence, but until you
think they erased some out of his phone?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? I think they did some janky shit with the phone, but that still don't. I'm gonna say this. Let's say they did some janky shit with the phone. Let's say they did some janky shit with the phone. Does that prove though they murdered him? Because I really want to know what happened to him. What was the cause of death? They could have been getting high, and they could have just deleted videos of them getting high. But that don't mean they murdered the brother.
Okay, stay right there, Toddy. Stay right there, Toy.
They're still tampering with evidence. Yes, I'm here.
Toy, talk to me, Toy. Toddy said even if you look through his phone and you find out that some Snapchats were deleted, some things were deleted, you know what I mean? They don't mean they killed him though. Break that down to me how you feel about that, Toy. If they find that things were missing in the phone was tampered with, what does that look like to you?
That's tampering with evidence. This boy is not alive no more. You just deleted evidence. If you did delete anything after the time that he was missing, you're even more of a suspect than you was before. That's still tampering with evidence. Why would you do that if you're not involved in how something happened to him? You know what I mean? So even if they did just delete it, you still a suspect.
No, I hear her on that. I'm just saying, let's just say if there was something in the system, right? Let's just say there was something in the system, and let's just say the autopsy results come out that he was murdered, and there was something in the system. Now, if the boys did delete shit off the phone and they had something to do with him being murdered, I could say yes. Now, if they that because right now we don't know what happened, so I'm going off of right now.
Yeah,
we don't know how he was killed or if he was killed.
We're saying
none of that.
nigga, we just saying if it was shit, you know what I mean, deleted off the phone. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of ifs right now, bro. We did, you know what I mean? Like I said,
you know what I'm saying? If there was shit deleted off the phone, again, that's a possibility that they could have killed him, but that still doesn't prove that they killed him. So to agree with her and also to disagree with her, yeah, I agree with her. That would be tampering with evidence. You know what I'm saying?
Salute, Toddy. Salute, fam. Salute, fam. Who is this I got in the building right now? Who is this, man? Ver X Eyes. What's your name? What's your name?
What up?
What's your name? What's your name, fam?
What's up?
Okay. What's good, my dude? What's good, fam? Talk to me, bro, about the Nolan Wells situation, man. You know, happy birthday, Nolan Wells. Where are we at in this investigation, bro? I mean, do his family look like they get any closer to getting some justice, bro? Talk to me, fam.
Real talk, no, it don't look like they're getting no closer to getting no justice. And I mean, honestly, I don't know why we really surprised. I know that we like kind of fucked up about it because it seemed like we keep on seeing this pattern and stuff like that. But I mean, what would be telling us that we getting closer? Is it Ben Crump? Is it the locality that said from the get-go, oh, there was no foul play? Like, why do we think that, you know what I mean? Why do we think that we got some justice coming?
Do you feel like when you look at everything that's out there right now, do you feel like Nolan Wells was murdered? Do you feel like, you know what I mean? Do you feel like, man, it's not looking like a murder, it's looking like an accident?
Man, I can't say, but I'm gonna say this. Just coming from the streets. Bro, you don't if you go missing in water, you're not just gonna come up 2 days later completely like, cause on the map, didn't it say like he was found like at the end of the Horn Island?
With the west tip of Horn Island, yeah.
The tip. Were they ever over there?
Actually, they was.
They was?
It was. You know what I mean? They was.
Okay. But okay, so even if they was over there, they found him what, 2 days later, a day and a half later?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
So you feel like you tell me you feel like it's some suspicious shit going on. You know what I mean? Can't nobody prove it right now. The evidence ain't there, but something happened to Nolan Wells.
Can't nobody prove it. I don't even want to, since can't nobody prove it, I don't even want to say that something happened, but it's suspicious as fuck.
Okay. Salute, my nigga. Now, salute, fam. Hey, I fuck with you on that. He's saying, you know what I mean? Hey, man, we don't know what happened right now, so I can't say something happened, but is it suspicious? Salute to that nigga, man. John Dope said, where's the people that seen him at 6 still waiting? Shout out to John Dope, man. Salute to John Dope, man. Let me see, Jude the Jerk. What's good, fam?
What's up, man?
What's good, fam? Talk to me about the Nolan Wells case. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells. May turn 19 today. How do you feel about the investigation, fam? Is it moving forward, or is this shit sitting still?
Man, I think we got to be patient, man. We wanted a real investigation. I say the DA doing what she supposed to do. She ain't putting the evidence out there. She ain't talking too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we want justice or whatever to find out what happened to Nolan, we just gonna have to be patient. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? We can go back and forth all day, but
Tell me, Jude, do you feel like from the way this shit is going right now, fam, for, it's been about 45 days now. Do you feel like this is a murder? Do you feel like, man, do you really see a murder here, fam? I mean, come talk to be honest with me, fam. Do you really see a murder here?
I don't see a murder. I don't see a murder. I go back to the party. You know what I'm saying? Might have got a hold of some, you know what I mean? And Jeff, went out. But like I told you last time you was on, I just think it being Crump them one involved, you would have been knew what happened. You know what I'm saying? The town would have told you what happened. But when you train the game, when you put Ben Crump them in it.
So you tell me you think Ben Crump getting involved is stopping witnesses from talking and people from coming forward?
I think, yeah. I think, you know what I'm saying, when you basically accuse the whole town of being racist, the internet accusing the boys of doing it something to them, you know what I'm saying, you change the game. You know what I mean? Just put that shoe on your foot. If that was your child getting accused of being racist and your child being accused of murdering somebody, they friend, basically, you know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? You gonna still help them out?
Shout out to Jude the Jerk, man. Jude is saying, look, man, ever since Ben Crump put his hands on this shit, you know what I mean? The people in the town of Ocean Springs, man, they all been accused of being racist. Hell, the whole state of Mississippi has been accused of being racist, especially by Ben Crump. So he's saying, man, they showing, passive aggressive energy towards Ben Crump and the family now. It's gonna be because of Ben Crump, man.
But then too, Scott, then too, you got to think about how the mama put it on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's black and white, but you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's just real. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't help,
So you saying the way Christine spoke about, Warren and the other dudes he showed up to the island with, you think that was so disrespectful that, you know what I mean? You think that was so bad that, you know what I mean, that people in the town don't rock with her no more. People, you think it's people that, or not rock with her no more, but it's people that don't support the way she came out and accused his friends of killing him.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Okay. Especially now that we down the line and we getting text messages, we see where they try to reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? At first, she had us thinking that didn't nobody say nothing to her.
Are you?
I don't know if I went up.
My bad. Toy, you see the messages?
Yes, I seen the messages, but it seemed like the messages came out after the public got involved. When the public got involved, that's when the family was like, okay, we can talk to y'all. Because in the beginning, Christine them was saying the boys are saying they don't remember and they got lawyers. You know what I mean? So from jump, it seemed like the boys already had their lawyers, and the family wasn't able to reach out to them. And then when the public got involved, now Ashley all online, reaching out to Christine, but bitch, it's too late now. All this shit, it's too late for us to have a private conversation because I've been trying to talk to you. That's how I feel like it went.
Right. Let me see.
But Warren was talking to her that night. Warren talking to her that night.
Warren was talking to her that night, but at the same time, Warren whole little vibe was off that night. If you listen to what they were saying, like Warren called Christine, supposedly he called her. Then he said he was gonna call the Coast Guard, but then by Warren's own admission, him and his friends went back to watching the movie. When Javon showed up over there, he was like, everybody overreacting. He probably at some girl house. Well, if that's how you felt, why did you call Christine and say Nolan and the girl is missing?
Hold
Hey,
on.
You know what I
I want to
mean?
know. Let me get my theory. I'm gonna get my theory. And it's off of what.
Hold on, gang. Hold on. Let me hear from Secret
Yeah.
Service man real quick, man. Yeah. Y'all mute up. Shout out to my guy Jude the Jerk, man. Shout out to my guy Jude the Jerk, man. Anthony, I see in the building. Anthony, give me 1 second, man. I want to look at these messages, man. Shout out to Johnny, man. He said, hate to say this, but it's too many connections in this situation. It's gonna take God to come down and help. Damn, shout out to Johnny, man. Damn, it's been on my screen for a minute. Johnny said some powerful shit. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody been in gang. These are the messages that came out, between I want to say Warren and the mom. And y'all tell me, y'all see anything suspicious in these messages as far as what he was saying to
New
her.
text.
I mean, if these messages are real, a lot of messages online. People are saying these might be the real messages. Let's look at these messages real quick.
They're being dropped
Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, and most definitely happy birthday to Nolan Wells, man.
between Christine and Warren. Now, I want to try and confirm if these are real because Christine's name, when it was Ashley Cole, it was Christine Wells Wamsley. So I'm waiting on that. But let me just read this. Sunday, July 5th at 2:24 a.m., Nolan's dad is at the house to pick up the key. Okay, then at 1:02 p.m., notice there is a whole night and half of a day that goes by. Hey, Warren, what kind of sunglasses was Nolan wearing yesterday? He finally responds. I'm pretty sure Ray-Bans, Miss Christine. Sunday, July 5th at 5:15 p.m. Hey, Miss Christine, just wanted to check in. We went out this morning to look, and I've been on and off the phone with Jackson County Sheriff's Office today. If you need anything at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you. We are all praying for you. I appreciate it. Sunday, July 15th at 8:35 p.m. What is the make and model of the boat you guys were on? Nolan went out on the 22 Triton offshore. I was on the 24 Tide Line on the way out. We were on separate boats. I went back on the Triton DMR, and the sheriff's office has all this information also. Hey, Warren, can you collect any of Nolan's items left at Jax's house? He said he went out on the Tide Line, but in the MDMR report, the boat that was searched was called a Tide Craft. Now notice that message was from Monday, July 6th at 1:37 p.m. when she asked if she could collect the items at Jack's house. It wasn't until July 20th, almost 2 weeks later at 8:51 a.m. Good morning, Miss Christine. I just wanted to let you know that my family and I have been praying for you and your family. Nolan was one of my best friends since we were in 8th grade together. You and Mr. Elmore raised one of the best men I've ever met. I wish I could be there today, but I would never want to take the attention off your family and Nolan and be a distraction. Thank you for being the best parents that Nolan could have. Now, obviously, this was at the funeral.
Do y'all believe those messages? Yeah, the messages don't sound suspicious at all. Do y'all believe the messages? Anthony, you in the building, Anthony?
Yeah, I'm here, Scope.
What's good, fam? Bro, what's going on with the Nolan Wells case? Happy birthday to Nolan Wells, man. Do you feel like these guys, killed him, bro? You know what I mean? Do you what is so suspicious in you, like, far as you concerned, bro?
That he didn't.
What is so suspicious, bro? Talk to me, fam. Like, what is it you can't get over in this case to make you say, nah, bro, his friends or his so-called friends, they killed him? What is it, bro?
Really, scope is the amount of evidence on either side, and when you look at it from a big perspective, to me, when I look at everything to say something happened to Nolan, the timelines that's all come out thanks to everybody putting a spotlight on Mississippi, like Ben Crump, you guys, as far as bloggers and people talking about it. We got a good timeline to say, hey, if anything suspicious happened to Nolan, we know it's somewhere between the time of the Cito call and 4:31 when those boys left. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if we're going to say that Nolan drowned, he just went off and drowned. The problem I have with that narrative is, especially if you're going to believe that everything that those boys are saying, and you have to believe that narrative, their narrative to go along with that. People say they saw Nolan at 6 o'clock. So then you tell me, when did he drown? So now he went in the water from being on the beach at 6 o'clock? Because that's what they say they saw him on the beach at 6 o'clock.
Right. Right.
So now you're going to say he went back into the water after 6, and that's when he mysteriously drowned all alone by himself. So you ain't got no weight on that side. All your facts on the side of him just drowning, you just got that don't make sense with that whole narrative that you're even painting. Everything that keeps going on, we can put specific times that if something happened to him, it happened between
Right.
the 3
Right.
o'clock when Warren said he saw him in the water
Right.
or whatever, and the Cito call, and then at 4:31 when they left. It had to
Right.
happen during that time frame. So that's what's concrete enough for me to say, hey, these boys need to be investigated. That everybody that was around those boats need to be investigated. I'm not saying they killed him and all that, but I'm saying something involving them happened to Nolan. And out of those thousands of people that went out on the island that day, this one boy didn't make it back. Make
Right.
that make
Right.
sense to me. You had a better chance of being struck by lightning than dying.
No, so shout to Anthony, man. Anthony is saying that shit just don't make sense, man. And I agree, gang. To anybody who say, how come they had a timeline on everything else Nolan did, but they seen him at this time, that time, last seen him at this time, 2 witnesses at this time, but what happened to him? How did he just disappear? Nobody saw nothing after that. Y'all can see him everywhere else all day. 3 o'clock, 4:30, over here in the water with Katie. Him and the girl in the water getting physical. Him snorting cocaine. Him drunk as hell. Y'all was seeing him all over the island until something happened to him. He just disappeared out of thin motherfucking air. Smash that like button, gang. Don P, what's good, my guy? Don P, you in the building?
Man, you know what? I'm in the building. You can't hear me?
I hear you, fam. I hear you, bro. Talk to me about that. First of all, like I said, happy birthday, Nolan Wells, man. Happy 19th birthday to Nolan Wells,
man. Happy birthday to the young man. May he rest in power.
Right. Salute, man. Salute,
to his mother, Ms. Christine Wells. I am truly sorry for your loss. That young man, was taken away way too soon by some nefarious goons. Everything appears to me, based on my background, everything appears to me as spontaneous. And then a plan immediately went into action. Now, I don't know if you know, but Jerry was on them boats on the 4th of July. Jerry wasn't gone. Jerry was right there. Jerry.
And when you say Jerry, break down to the people who Jerry is.
Okay. Jerry is one of the people listed on the DSMR report. He's one of the interested parties that's listed in there. Jerry, I believe, is Wyatt's grandfather.
Right. From a Cito call.
Okay. Yeah. So now Wyatt's been low. He been low. Jerry been low. All these people been low. See, now also, I don't know if you have heard that the DA, with her nefarious self, is married to an FBI agent.
Right. We actually broke that down a little bit earlier.
The net
spoke on
is
that.
now you can start to see how all of the orchestration plays out when they say that it is a self-deletion,
okay,
or an accident, like a drowning, something to that effect. Something where we did it to ourselves, or it was just a fluke of nature or something. See, what they don't like is this. All praises to the Most High, because I'm gonna tell you the benefit of this. You know, it's a downside, but there's an upside.
And what's the upside, fam? What's the upside?
The threads are being unpulled. You're seeing how they cover things up, and the things.
Don P, your mic cutting out, Don P. Don P, I lost you, fam. Your mic cut out, Don P. Robert Towns, what's good, Robert? What's good, fam?
What up, bro?
What's good, bro? What's going? Happy birthday, Nolan Wells, man. We
For sure.
breaking it down, bro. What's going on with the? I remember speaking with you. I remember you came here last time, bro. How do you feel about the Nolan Wells investigation, fam? You know what I mean? Is it looking like a murder, bro? Or is it looking like maybe it was an accident, fam? Maybe the boy accidentally drowned, man. Talk to me, Robert.
Shit, bro. I don't know. Like, it's crazy. When you saw that picture, you had show a picture of the DA on your screen, and she was like smiling. It was like a still picture, and then in my mind, I was just like, man, you can't tell me this DA agent don't know that judge, cause they like two white women. They just look like they know each other. You know what I'm saying? And then you revealed that she was like married to an FBI agent. And I was like, God damn, that shit crazy. So she do got some crazy ties. But at this point, for real though, I just think it's the cell phone, my nigga. I think it's the cell phone. Like, that's either gonna be the smoking gun for Ben Crump, or it's gonna be the smoking gun for the boys as far as they innocent. You know, I'm not just saying it's a smoking gun for.
Hold on. No. What you saying is that, man, this cell phone is really the last shit, man. This cell phone evidence come out and shows that nobody went through the phone, nobody fucked with the phone was not tampered with. You gonna look over at them dudes and say, man, leave him alone, bro. That's it. Enough is the fucking enough.
Hell yeah. But at the same time, and then they sending that shit to the grand jury, my nigga. You can't really look at that shit because they sending shit to the grand jury. But I look at that shit like they sending that shit to the grand wizard. You know what I'm saying? Like, or the KKK, my nigga. Like, cause it's all white people. You know what I'm saying? They all gonna be in cahoots with each other and shit like that. So it's just like, yeah, that's I don't know.
Man.
Yeah,
salute, man. And Robert,
yeah.
what nationality are you, bro? What color are you?
I'm black.
You black? Okay, I just
yeah. My family.
I just thought a Mexican was calling me a nigga right now. I just you just give me like a Mexican calling me a nigga vibes. But now you good, man.
No, I'm gonna turn my camera on. I'm gonna turn my camera on like couple. But yeah, my family from Jonestown, Mississippi, bro.
Okay, salute. Yep. Now, shout out to my guy Robert, man. Yeah, you pulled up last time, man. Salute to my guy Robert, fam. Salute, fam. Let me see. My boy Tim. Tim, you in the building?
Yo, what's up? Hey, you can hear me?
I hear you, fam. Happy birthday, Nolan Wells, man. We talking about it, man. What's going on with the investigation, man? We get any closer? What's going on, fam? Talk to me, man.
You know, okay. Look for today, Friday, or Monday, in honor of his birthday, for some shit to just be released. Cause you know whenever shit like that happen, they happen on their birthday. But I want to touch up on something. A lot of y'all not realizing it. I don't know if it's been a actual murder by accident, but what happened afterwards determined whether you finna go to jail. That man body has been brought to the same spot he was chilling at earlier that day. That's pure common sense. That tell you right there, his body been put there. And then after that, how they reacting tells you the neck, the organs been gone, and this and that and the third. If you know common sense, right? If you did some dirty shit on the street and you know you did wrong, how the fuck you gonna know the time out of every little thing you do, the precise time? If a nigga don't know shit, I don't know the time. I don't know what happened. If I knew some shit right there, I did some shit. I don't know the time. I don't know the time. I don't know. You trying to throw people off. But if you over here saying every fucking time, this time, 6 o'clock, this and that. It's never 6:02 or 6:30 something. Never. It's always a precise time. You hiding something. You trying to do an alibi. Them motherfuckers did something to that dude, and that's just pure. It was pure jealousy. You could tell it was pure jealousy. They did the shit from the time. Common sense would tell
What
you.
was they jealous of? What was jealous of, man? Shout out to Nate, man. Who's that? Let me see. Shout out to Nate, man. She was trying to save his life for 2 days, panicking. She found his phone with shit deleted from it and didn't turn it in to find him. Shout out to Nate, man. Salute to Nate. Tim, talk to me, fam. Go ahead. What's up?
That man was popular. Everybody knew Nolan Wells over there.
That's why they was jealous of him. So it seemed like they was friends though for years, man. For at least 3, 4, 5 years. You mean to tell me they was jealous of him? They really want to kill. They really want to kill him. Man. They was so jealous of him. They wanted to take him out the game. They wanted to kill him.
Not one time you heard in interviews, "Rest in peace, Nolan Wells," out of the homeboys.
Right. Nah,
the little half breed dude. It looked like he was just jealous.
He was Tracy fuck with him. The Tracy said some slick to the girl he was with. What type of nigga say something to the little chick you with? I got a little bitch I'm walking with. My bad, ladies. I got a little chick I'm walking with, and I'm on her. My partner say something slick to her.
And then what makes I'm gonna tell you what makes sense. When it don't make no sense, right? How the hell every time it was what's the white boy name he interviewed first? It was him.
Warren.
And in the little half breed. They say they seen Nolan with the girl, right? And they be like, man, you tripping. Oh man, you wild, man, you wrong. Indicating that they know that he's trying to fuck with the girl. She was dealing with somebody else. So that's a little hate. They throwing a little side piece. And then common sense would tell he telling the story, talking about how in the fuck another motherfucker's finna get mad at you for talking to your girl some type of way. It's either he had an altercation with Nolan or dude had an altercation with the other brother, and Nolan probably either recorded, did something shit, and Nolan wasn't going for it. Now that little video we had talking about giving my
hold on, Tim. You nigga. Hey, salute to Tim, man. Yeah, you going crazy in this bitch, man. Shout out to Wide Eye Diva too, man. Shout out to Tim.
That little video.
Mute your background, Wide Eye Diva. Mute your background. John, what's good, John Broom? You in the building? Unmute your mic, John. Hit that microphone button. There we go.
What's up, my boy?
Damn, your mic loud than a bitch, nigga. What's good, fam? Loud, mic loud than a. What's good,
My
fam?
bad, I had to cut it down, dog.
No, you good,
yeah,
man. You good,
man.
fam.
Listen, this shit happened on the boat, dog.
So, come on, don't come here saying that with no proof, dog. Well, how you know this shit happened on the boat, fam? Break it down.
I'm stuck on the CETO call, bro. Okay, we got the facts are the facts. It all happened on the boat, man. They throwing distractions out, saying it was this, it was that. What I believe is they killed the man on the boat. Somehow they went to the judge house, left him, you know what I'm saying, on the boat for a couple hours, had the party going on, went to the party. After the party went on, they panicked trying to figure out what they was going to do with the body. The next day, they went back out and dropped the body in the water, man. That's my theory. But it happened on the boat, man. Let's not let our minds play tricks on us.
So they left his dead body on the boat, you saying? So you saying
yes.
So them cadaver dogs they talk about, you saying if they would have went in time or even now, if they go to that boat, it's gonna be evidence on that boat that a dead body once on that boat.
And I believe that's where the bleeding in the back of the head was, because he was laying on the boat for days or so on the boat, and all the blood ran to the back of his head. That's where they came up with the, you know what I'm saying, the bleeding, I guess you can say, to the back of the head, because you know it wasn't no type of blow or anything, but he had been laying on the back of his head for 16, 18 hours, you know what I'm saying, before they found it and dumped him back. Right. But
and you say this is Wyatt's boat, you saying, right? It's gonna be the boat they was on during the CETO call, be Wyatt's boat. Something happened to him, he was beat down on the boat, something happened, somebody beat him up, killed him on the boat. They left his body on the boat. That's when they went back, they would see him moving around, and they come back later on and they throw his body off the boat later on with shit. You know what I mean? Do he call, look, tell me, do Warren call the Coast Guard first, or do they throw the body back out there first? Like, do they put the Coast Guard on notice, then throw the body out there, or have they threw the body out there first, you know, about maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, then they call Coast Guard? Talk
yes,
to me,
right. Yes, I'm with you on that. And again, if you really think, bro, the Cito call and then that picture of them so-called just chilling on the boat, being pulled in, there was no comfort. There was nothing going on. Everybody was in chill mode. Obviously, them being in chill mode versus the veto call, the Cito call, it don't match up. If all that commotion we heard going on, how they so chill at the same time he on the phone? It just don't make sense to me, bro.
Nah, true, fam. True. I mean, true. Shout out to my guy John, man. Shout out to my guy John. Boom, man. Let me see a wide eye Keisha. You in the building?
Hello?
What's good? You there, gang?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I hear you. I hear you. First of all, happy birthday to Nolan Wells, of course. Happy 19th birthday to Nolan
Yes,
Wells.
happy birthday to Nolan Wells.
Where is this investigation to you right now? We break this down. We've been talking about it for almost 45 days straight. Where are we at right now in the investigation? Do you see any justice coming for Nolan Wells anytime soon, far as everything we know right now?
Well, I'm hopeful that there will be justice, just because the deeper the rabbit hole is getting, and the more that they're trying to cover it up, the more that it's just going all to shits. I mean, in real time. Like, I hope that, he gets the justice that he deserves, because I just feel bad for his mama going through this. Like, I'm a mother myself, and I'm just watching this, and it's just horrible, absolutely horrible. And I feel like you guys said earlier that everybody's connected, like the DA is married to the FBI. Like, this rabbit hole goes deeper than we probably didn't even realize. Right. But I'm hopeful that he will get the justice that he deserves.
Do you think the cell phone will do anything? What about the cell phone? It's like that's a lot of people feel like that's like the last, ace in the hole. That's the buzzer beater for
the cell phone I feel is going to have a lot of information in it. I'm glad that Mrs. Wells kept the phone and didn't give it up in 48 hours like they were so-called demanding her to do. I'm glad she didn't do that, because hey, you guys are stalling, how come we can't stall? You know what I'm saying? Y'all been stalling through the beginning of this case. You know what I mean? So I'm glad she did not give up the phone, because I feel that will give a little bit more insight on what texts were given within maybe that day, or pictures within that week, what was going on, conversations that were had between Nolan and Warren and the rest of his crew. I think it will give a lot of insight to what happened up to that time.
Okay. Now, salute, gang. No, she's saying she feel like, hey, that's going, that cell phone evidence will most definitely lead us closer. You know what I mean? To what really happened, gang. I want to say happy birthday to Nolan Wells, man. You did. That's gonna be the last caller I'm gonna take, gang. I'm gonna say happy birthday to Nolan Wells, man. Are we getting any closer to finding out what happened to Nolan Wells? I believe we're gonna find out sooner or later, gang. You know what I mean? I feel like sooner or later we're gonna find out, gang, for sure, man. I feel like, whether it's the news people don't want to hear, whether it's the news people do want to hear, either way, we're gonna find out something. Whether we find out his friends are innocent, they didn't have nothing to do with it, or whether we find out they ass is guilty than the motherfucker, and it's, somebody done came out and told, it's witness. We gonna find out something sooner or later. Toya, what's good? You in the building, Toya? What's good?
Yeah, I'm here, Scott. I just wanted to clear up one thing. It wasn't never them just stalling out because they wanted to. They was actually out of town. And it was like they came with them like, hey, y'all need to give the phone up within 24 hours. And it's like, hold up, we out of town, first of all. And we didn't say we was going to do it like this.
It was 48.
Yeah, 48 hours. And they was like, hold on, we out of town. And we didn't say we was going to do it like this. All our people not ready. And when we get back there, we can do it. Now they got a week. This week, they saying, hey, we ready for whatever. Give us a 24-hour notice this week. And Mississippi ain't saying nothing.
Wait, do you think the phone is going to turn up anything? Do you feel like, man, that phone, is something about that phone, this is it? Ben Crump going to be doing a press conference saying they deleted something at his phone. We knew something was up. They were trying to get into his phone. His photos missing, snaps missing. Do you believe in the phone, Toya? Yes or no?
Honestly, Sco, I don't believe
No. Yes or no. Don't give me no law. I don't want to run around over the world with you. Yes or no?
No.
Shout out to Skull Gang, Toya, man. Stop, Toya. Shout out to Toya. I know you hate the way I did that, but that was just like the way this to really just end the show, like for real, when it comes to how a lot of people might really feel about that phone. Some people really feel like ain't no evidence coming out of that phone, man. That's why they've been holding on to it for a while. They think maybe nothing happened to the phone. Some people are saying it's the last hope, Sco. That phone is the last thing we got. Yeah, that phone is the last hope we got, some people are saying. But some people are saying, nah, man, I mean, it's been dead ends everywhere, man. I don't think that phone is going to really change the course of this investigation. So I think that's what Toy was saying more of, is that phone is not going to change the course of this investigation. I don't think so. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody. But yeah. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells, though, gang. I do want to say that, man. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells, man. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. What was I going to say? Look, to y'all niggas keep popping up backstage, man. I mean, Lowdown. Who is Lowdown? Who is Lowdown? Who is Lowdown? Lowdown, you the building. Look, to y'all niggas keep popping up backstage, man. Yeah, okay, anyway. I thought that was Miss Lowdown. I was going to say, no, I'm not. No, I don't want the draws. Yeah, I thought that was Miss Lowdown. I was going to say, no. I still don't want the draws. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. 19 years old today, man. Shout out to Tanya, man. Salute to Tanya, man. Let justice flow like a river. Happy heavenly birthday to Nolan Wells, man. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells, man. Yeah. Happy birthday, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, no matter what happened to the young man, whether, somebody murdered him, whether it was an accident and they trying to cover it up, whether he accidentally drowned and nobody's seen it, no matter what happened to Nolan Wells, man, I most definitely want to say I hate this for his family, man. It's his birthday. His mama going through it right now, man. Shout out to Christine. Shout out to his dad. Shout out to all his real friends and his family. This is a sad situation, man. You know what I mean? This is a sad situation, man. Let me see. Shout out to Johnny, man. I think let me see. I think the key to all this is the CETO and them cams on the docks. It'll show every time someone scratched their ass on them cams. Man, Johnny, if they had all that, man, come on, man. I mean, if they got all that, them cameras caught something and we ain't heard about it yet, then they covering up some shit, Johnny. That's just how that go. If them cameras caught something, if it was a video of Nolan Wells being killed and ain't nobody put it out there yet, or they ain't told the public, Ben Crump don't know about it, they covering shit up, then that means the fucking cover up, man. If there's any videos of this shit, that means the goddamn cover up, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, like I said, man. The investigation continues. I feel like, until we hear about this phone evidence, the phone evidence should be coming real soon, man. The phone evidence should be coming real soon. You feel me? Ben Crump should be saying something. If he don't, I'm going to start worrying. I'm going to get worried. If this whole week go by and we don't hear from Ben Crump and his phone evidence, I'm going to start to say, oh, man, do they got anything? What's going on? Or will this be sealed up and the grand jury have this? I'm not for sure how that works. Yeah, we got to figure that part out, man. But either way, man, rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells, 19 years old, but forever 18, man. Like I say, my heart break for his family, my heart break for him that, to turn 19, man, you get to see your 19th birthday, man. That's crazy, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Happy birthday. Nothing but happy birthdays in the chat to Nolan Wells, man. Nothing but happy birthdays in the chat, gang. Man. I mean, it's sad, man. Nothing but happy birthday, Nolan Wells, in the chat, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building. Salute to everybody hit the panel tonight, man. Shout out to my whole panel. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with me throughout this whole Nolan Wells situation. Tomorrow, gang, I will be covering Carmelo Anthony, gang. I'm going to pull up on the Carmelo Anthony situation for a little bit and go find out what's going on with this judge. Find out what's going on with the appeal. We most definitely got to get ready to check back in with Carmelo Anthony and his situation, gang. So get ready for that, gang. Tomorrow, I'm going to pop out. I'm going to see what's going on. We got to get ready for the Carmelo Anthony situation as well as the Mo 3 situation, man. Mo 3 pre-trial this Friday. The trial starts with Banzo Bling, Keywan White this Monday. It's going down with Carmelo Anthony and Mo 3, gang. Smash the like button. Let me see, by them going to Tatum to give the interviews, that lets you know they share the same beliefs as him about black people. Happy birthday, Nolan Wells, man. Salute to my guy Anthony, man. Salute to my guy Anthony. Pull up next time too. I want to get you on the platform too, Anthony. Smash that like button. I had you on here last time you was cooking, man. Till next time I'm gone, man. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells, man. Rest in peace, man. 19 years old today, man. The investigation goes on. I do believe we'll see something else. I do believe this investigation will move forward. But shout out to Ladybug Lisa too, man. Till next time, I'm gone, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Hold on. To the people backstage, y'all. Get from backstage, man. Let me close my live down. Salute to everybody, y'all. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells, gang. I'm gone, y'all. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. I'm gone, gang. Salute to everybody.
Salute to the whole gang, man. Salute to the whole gang. I'll see y'all in a bit, man.
Y'all, it's your boy Just They Know the Scope. We don't break the news. We just break the news down.
It's most definitely Scope gang or no gang or don't bang. Hey, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Scope gang. Salute to everybody that watched this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time.
It's Scope gang or no gang or don't bang. Salute to everybody. Good. Hold on.
I want to say all this real quick, y'all. Go, hey, gang, come on, man. Just They Know the Scope at Big Cartel, y'all. Go to the website, gang. I got everything in every color, gang. We got everything in every single color, gang. Go show me some love. I think you did. Straight breaking your gas, man, on a Scope gang. Straight. You might not be gang, you know. Yeah, y'all niggas talking about y'all big smoke in the chat, y'all big blowing and shit. But why ain't you ain't got your tray yet, nigga? Why ain't you niggas ain't got your tray yet? Grab that ass, nigga.
Go to the website and shop with your boy.